You're watching Tamaqua's Choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Wyln Sports Special presentation, the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 4. The Millionaires of Williamsport travel to Hazleton to take on the hometown Cougars of Hazleton area. You are looking live at Harmon Guise Stadium in Hazleton, home of the Hazleton area Cougars, in this key matchup in 6A. In the state of Pennsylvania with district sub-regional implications. And here come the Cougars. We thank you for joining us for continuing coverage of high school football on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach Joe DeMelfi, Jim Burns on the stats, Mike Sosar on the sidelines. And Joe, these teams had quite a two-game set last year. We were here. Williamsport came away with the 2-point victory. Hazleton area in the playoff game at Williamsport came away with a 1-point victory. Special teams big in both games. Hazleton area in the loss missed 2 extra points. Adrian Otero for the Cougars with 11 seconds left after Fagnano scored a touchdown run to make it a 1-point game. Otero broke through, blocked the extra point. Hazleton area would win by 1. We expect special teams to be big tonight, and especially in the return game. Trayson Potts for Williamsport, Damon Horton for Hazleton area.
I think the other thing, Marty, present day, they're both coming off losses, which I'm sure they're not happy about. But Hazleton coming off that loss to Dallas didn't play well in the second half. Coach Brennan making some changes tonight. Williamsport coming off the loss to Berwick. Always dangerous offensively. They seem to be the type of team, we've talked about this. If you score, we'll score. If you score, we'll score. But they've been giving up a lot of yardage offensively. They can't keep doing that through the course of a season.
Both teams' captains waiting for the call from referee Chuck Supon for tonight's coin toss, and it looks like Chuck is ready to meet both teams' captains. Let's head downfield level for the coin toss with referee Chuck Supon.
Left tackle, number 72, Jason Bieber. At left guard, number 65, Jefferson Luna.
Okay, gentlemen, they chose to receive. Williamsport chose to defend the scoreboard.
Number 85, Jared Cunningham. The wide receivers are number 6, David Smith. Number 81, Jacob Hunsinger. Number 15, Nolan
Chose to receive.
Running back, number 23, David Horton. Number 39, Dallas Saul.
So as we saw from Chuck Supon, the Cougars won the toss. They want the football to start tonight's game. Coach Brennan wants to establish that offense right off the bat. We mentioned Chuck Supon as our referee. His umpire tonight is Mr. Frank Galicki. Mr. Jim Gordon is the linesman. The line judge is Mr. Bill Downey. Frank McCabe is the side judge, and Galen Miller is tonight's field judge. A veteran crew for this key matchup in 6A.
Corners are number 15,
None of these 6A teams, I believe, have played each other as of yet. And this is a start for somebody to establish themselves to possibly get themselves a home game come November.
Exactly right. We're looking, we talk about it all the time, playoffs. A win here by either team will go a long way to establish that. I think Coach Brennan wants the ball. He has some ideas offensively. We talked to him briefly before the game. Wants to put those in action very quickly. Let's see how the Millionaires react defensively.
Lehigh Valley Health Network is pleased to be the official sponsor of WYLN's Game of the Week. Best of luck to tonight's teams from Lehigh Valley Health Network. The Millionaires will be in the white, going from right to left on your screen. On the field, number 14, senior Samuel Hillman. He'll be kicking it off, going back deep for the Cougars. Number 23, Damon Horton. Number 81, Jacob Hunsinger. We are moments away from the Bar Bush Automotive opening kickoff of tonight's game. We mentioned Horton dangerous, but keep an eye on Hunsinger. Good hands, very dangerous as well as the other returner.
He's done a commendable job so far this year catching the football, gaining yardage after the catch.
Short, squibbing kick picked up by Johnson at his 20. He's across the 30, across the 35. Johnson bowls his way across the 40. Great starting field position for the Cougars.
Johnson with a nice job of fielding that kickoff and then brings it back to the 40-yard line. So Hazleton will start their offense at their own 40.
Hazleton area with an offense that features Damon Horton leading the league in touchdowns with 8, 7 of them on the ground. He had 3 last week against Dallas. He's the lone back behind senior quarterback Sparky Wolk. 1st and 10. And Horton will get the carry. Cuts it back. And Horton will be brought down after a gain of about 5 to the 45. We're going to get a quick look at that Cougar offense. Beaver, Luna, Fuchik, Cunningham, and Hedrington up front. Jared Cunningham is the tight end. We mentioned Wolk and Horton. We'll see Dallas Solomon at fullback. David Smith, Jacob Hunsinger, the 2 primary targets for Sparky Wolk. We'll also see, as a 3rd receiver, Nolan Schneider wearing number 15.
Good start offensively, picks up about 5. Horton off the left side.
2 receivers to the bottom of your screen on 2nd and 5. This will be Horton, and the Millionaires read it and bring him down for a loss. Nasir Jones on the tackle. Looks like they'll give him a loss of 3.
Keith Freeman also up the field for the Millionaires. That defensive line had some penetration.
Nasir Jones and Smith up front. Robinson, Mankey, McClements, Jones, and Welshans, the linebackers. Moyer, Grice, with Simmons and Freeman round out the secondary. 3rd and 8 for the Cougars. Wolk out of the gun for the first time tonight. Wolk to pass. Looking for Hunsinger and just out of his reach, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down, and the Cougars looks like they'll be forced to punt it away.
Plus was Hunsinger knew where the first down marker, the minus ball just a little high. Hunsinger couldn't bring it down. Coverage pretty decent for the Millionaires. So we're looking at the first Cougar punt.
It'll be a BLB auto sales punt from Sparky Wolk back deep. Number 3, Trayson Potts. Short kick from Wolk. Will take a Cougar roll and then be downed at the 36. That's where the Millionaires will take over 1st and 10. Coordinated Health delivering a better coordinated patient experience. Together, 1 patient at a time. Senior quarterback, 6'3", 215 pounds, Joe Fagnano.
Liked him last year, Marty. He can keep a lot of plays alive.
Comes out of the pistol, loose football, and Nasir Jones ended up picking it out of the air. Gains about 5.
That ball was in the air, Marty. It looked like a pass almost, but it popped out of the backs. The handoff by Fagnano, and quickly, we won't get a look at it.
Fagnano back to Brohl. Throws and incomplete. He was looking for Marcus Simmons.
And I'll tell you what, Simmons wanted to turn up the field before he had the ball in his grasp. Good throw by Fagnano.
And we saw that last year. He gave them problems here when he was able to roll out and keep plays alive.
Well, you know what? And that's the other thing, Marty. He gets to the corner. If nobody is containing him, he can really extend the play.
Fagnano out of the gun, 3rd and 5. Throws across the middle, has a man, and it is complete. Simmons with the catch, Hunsinger the tackle, but not before a Harry's you pull it. Millionaire first down.
One of the things there as we look at Williamsport's offense.
Williamson, Welshens, Kelly, Smith, Kreischer, the veteran, 6'3", 280 pounds. Nasir Jones, the tight end, Fagnano, and Potts verbally committed to Minnesota. 3 receivers, Moyer, Esposito, and Simmons. And some movement. I believe one of the receivers on the outside leaned forward. So it'll be 1st and 15. After the 5-yard penalty sends it back to the Cougar 49.
Going back to the pass play that was made the first down, good protection from the offensive front. Simmons ran that crossing route behind the backers just in front of the safeties.
They give us to Potts. Potts trying to find room in the middle. The Cougars bottle him up nicely. Dallas Solomon, among others, bring him down after a gain of 2.
Tried to run the read play there with Potts inside. Tried to cut it back, going from right to left.
The Cougar defense, Solomon, Santos, Cunningham up front. Bugda, Molesky back from injury with Bryce Reed and Matt Fisher. Schneider and Smith the corners. We're going to see a lot of Sparky Wolke on defense tonight with Jacob Hunsinger.
Yeah, we talked about that last week well, 2 weeks ago really, when Wolk played, he and Horton both in the 4th quarter. They were going both ways. Up until then, they had been going one way, which is a luxury in high school football.
Had the official timeout as Ethan Williamson, the junior lineman, limped off and heads to the Williamsport bench. Fagnano on 2nd and long, being pressured by Reed, rolls, and now he's going to tuck it and run. Fagnano gets away from 1. He's down the sideline, he steps out of bounds near the 30, good for another. Williamsport, Harry's, you pull it, 1st down.
That's exactly what we were talking about. Making a play from the quarterback position after nothing there. He had pressure, forced him to come out of the pocket, picks up the 1st down.
Simmons and Potts flank Fagnano out of the gun. There goes Simmons in motion to the top of your screen. They give us to Potts. And he is going to be hauled down from behind after a gain of close to 3.
He's hauled down by Jared Cunningham, who has played well defensively for the Cougars.
3 receivers set to the top of your screen. Nasir Jones in one-on-one coverage at the bottom. Fagnano checked with Coach Cruz and the staff on the sideline. And Jones got a jump on the outside. Was he drawn off? We'll see. It's going to be ruled against Williamsport. Another false start, taking them back to the Cougar 35, making it 2nd and 12.
Penalty again hurts the Millionaires, forces, as you mentioned, Marty, a 2nd and 12. Williamsport with trips to the field.
And Fagnano rolls that way. Looking, throws, and tipped away by Smith. He was looking for Keith Freeman.
I'll tell you what, Marty, I wouldn't feel comfortable with letting him extend the play like that. There's no contain here. There's late contain, from Hazleton.
That was an S.J. Kowalski replay. I apologize, buddy.
That's okay, but the longer you let him, Fagnano, extend the play, the bigger problem you're going to have on defense.
3rd and 12. Screen to Potts. And incomplete. He dropped it. So it'll bring up 4th and 12.
Good call offensively. Fagnano had that defensive front up the field. Potts had people in front of him. Couldn't handle the ball.
7:43 left on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Both teams, their opening possession. Williamsport has a 4th and 12. They're going to go for it from the Cougar 35. Fagnano to pass. Throws across the middle and incomplete. He was looking for Jones. And a late flag was thrown on the Cougar sideline. Now the other interesting thing is, will this be considered, and they're just going to say sideline warning against the Cougars.
Yeah, Bill Downey threw that flag, I think, when the ball was not caught. He had some players jump on the field, so he threw that flag. But Hazleton with the ball. Ball was thrown a little behind the receiver. Fagnano had time.
Attorney Tom Mosca and Mosca Law, located in Kingston, serving your legal needs for 28 years. You can reach Attorney Mosca at 570-288-2917. Attorney Tom Mosca and Mosca Law in Kingston. On 1st down, it's Horton. Loose football, still loose on the ground. Millionaires think they have it. What do the officials say? And it is Williamsport football.
Ball came out. Simple dive play, really. Let's look at it. Ball came out inside.
Anthony Robinson stripped him.
I'll tell you what, Robinson did a nice job. Hit the ball, and it just popped away from Horton.
Marcus Simmons jumped on the loose football, so the Millionaires have it at the Cougar 40, 1st and 10. 7:32 left in the opening quarter, no score. Fagnano had trouble with the snap, rolls right, and being tripped up by Sparky Wolk was Simmons, but I believe they're going to say it was incomplete.
Sparky Wolk, great job on that little bit of a waggle type play. Fagnano going to his right. Looked like they were trying to slip Simmons in the flat, but Wolk responds. 2nd and 10.
And this time Fagnano will keep. He's going straight up the field. Fagnano is going to go 40 yards. Touchdown, Millionaires! Joe Fagnano, his 3rd rushing touchdown. A 2 Italian guys touchdown.
I'll tell you what, Fagnano has showed a little speed there. Great fake to Potts. Kept it in there. Plus Potts, primary ball carrier. Fagnano kept it in there long enough for the defense to jump Potts. Then he takes it to the left side for a score.
Fagnano will hold for Hillman. Hold is down. Kick is up. It's good. Millionaires capitalize on the Cougar turnover. 7:19 left in the opening quarter. They lead 7-0. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network. Mazda is offering special incentives to anyone driving a Kia, Hyundai, or Nissan. Or if you're a previous Mazda owner, Mazda has loyalty incentives that will help you purchase your brand new Mazda. We have a great selection in stock, and we are also open to the Mazda pipeline, which means if we don't have it, we can get it within 48 hours. See why Mazda is up 45% over 2017. They're just awesome cars at awesome prices. Check us out online at blazehazleton.com and just click the Mazda site. Blaze Alexander, 508 Susquehanna Boulevard, Route 93. We take the deals the other guys won't.
Millionaires up 7-0 on this touchdown.
There you see the fake by Fagnano drawing that defense. Then he's down the field off the Horton fumble. Williamsport up by 7.
Hillman on for the Bar Bush Automotive kickoff with the Millionaires up 7-0.
Williamsport, Fagnano, 40-yard run. Hillman with the kick, 2 plays, 7-0 Williamsport up.
Horton got it at the 5. He's across the 30. Horton has a man trailing him. Horton into Williamsport territory, knocked out of bounds. Inside the 40. Big return by Damon Horton.
Horton keeping to the right sideline, found some room. Here you see Fields at the kickoff, and then makes a great move back, now up the field. Puts the Cougars in millionaire territory at the 38-yard line.
With the Cougars trailing 7-0, the 57-yard kickoff return by Horton has them in millionaire territory at the 38, 1st and 10. Cougars will start this possession out of the eye. Play action. Wolk under pressure, looking for Smith, and it is caught inside the 10 for a Harry's you pull it. Cougar first down.
I'll tell you what, Smith did an excellent job adjusting to the ball. Sparky's going down the field, and Smith looking at it. Defensive back was not looking. Smith went up and made the catch.
For the first time tonight, the Cougars enter the Grand Central red zone. 1st and goal at the Millionaires, 6 down by 7.
There you see it, Marty. Smith making that excellent adjustment on the ball.
It's Horton on the carry. Millionaires meet him, led by Akeem Cowan Connolly for the Millionaires. Defensively, no gain on the play, 2nd and goal coming up.
Defensive front for Williamsport. Up the field very quickly. 2nd and goal for the Cougars, wide field right.
Smith will head that way, one-on-one coverage with Simmons.
Sort of something you're looking for, Marty, if you're going to throw. Smith one-on-one with the D-back.
Wolk looks that way on the slant, overthrows Smith as Simmons had good coverage. Plus he got some help coming toward the middle.
I'll tell you what, Marty, if Smith would have run a slant and then a corner, he'd have been wide open because Simmons was hugging the inside on that. Sort of like, I know where they're going to throw that slant.
So now 3rd and goal from the 6. Johnson will go out to the top of your screen with Hunsinger. Schneider and Smith to the bottom of your screen. Johnson with Wolk. Wolk a shovel pass to Johnson, or excuse me, to Horton, and it was dropped incomplete.
That's a shovel pass, forward pass. The ball was dropped, bounced back up. Horton took possession, but it's an incomplete pass.
So on 4th down, the Cougars will try a field goal with sort of a different kicker, Joe. Same player, different name. Will Barrientos wants to be known now as Will Garcia, so he will now be Will Garcia attempting a 23-yard field goal.
And Garcia has kicked the ball well for the Cougars.
And the kick is up and no good. No good, say the officials. So the Cougars miss an opportunity. Williamsport will take over at the 20 after the missed field goal.
Garcia had plenty of distance, Marty. Looked like, I guess it was off to the right. Tough to see from our angle.
So a tough series for the Cougars that looks so promising. They come up empty, and Williamsport continues to lead 7-0 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. 5:53 left in the opening quarter. Damiano Funeral Home, located in McAdoo, providing traditional and pre-arrangement services and cremations, which are performed at their on-site facility for professional and courteous service. Call 570-929-2820. Damiano Funeral Home in McAdoo. Timeout, Williamsport. They lead by 7. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Each of us has a different idea of what makes an adventure. Go anywhere and do anything in a Jeep from All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during Jeep Adventure Days. Lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4 for just $169 a month. Or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189 a month. And get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Or online at allamericanjeep.net.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
We welcome you back to Harmon Guys Stadium. After the Millionaire timeout, they take over at their own 21st and 10. They give us to Potts. Potts tries to cut it back, still on his feet. And Potts looked like he had nothing, and he made 7 out of it.
And that, you know, he has committed to Minnesota. He's kind of back. He's 5'10", about 190, 195, keeps his legs moving. So he and Fagnano in that backfield definitely threats running the football.
And another illegal motion against the Millionaires. Takes them from 2nd and 3 to 2nd and 8. Fagnano again, trouble on the snap, but completes it out to Braden Mazzanti. And Mazzanti is very close to the first down. We'll see where they mark it.
Looked like he was just short, maybe a half yard or a yard.
Chuck Supon says it's good for a Harry's, you pull it. Millionaire first down, nose of the football right at the 30.
Nice job by the receiver. Mazzanti with the catch, knowing where the marker is.
Toss play to Potts. Fisher tries to catch him to the corner, can't get him. A flag has been thrown. For now, a first down run by Potts, but we'll check the flag.
I'll tell you what, he has another speed he can get to, but I think we're going to have a hold.
And it is a hold on the offense.
I think they called it on Simmons, who's saying, there's no way I held, but the guy that matters threw the flag.
So it goes back to the 26, call it 1st and 14. Potts goes to the bottom of your screen. Fagnano, the lone man in the backfield. Here comes Potts in motion. And Fagnano keeps. He'll get back across the 30 to about the 31 for a gain of 5.
Bugda with a nice tackle for Hazleton area. I'll tell you what, Marty, that's one thing you have to do. Somebody has Potts, somebody has Fagnano. We talked about that last week on that read option type look.
Fagnano to pass, incomplete. It came in hot to Brock Moyer. He'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Moyer couldn't handle that. Looked like it was thrown, as you said, Marty, it was thrown with some speed.
Fagnano has Potts to his right, 3rd and 9. Going deep downfield for Jones, incomplete. Hunsinger on the coverage, and he just overshot him.
Hunsinger, as we have a flag at the line of scrimmage, Hunsinger has to be careful here. Make an attempt to go after the ball. He was way under, and if the ball hadn't been that far overthrown, could have been looking at a penalty. The penalty we do have, I believe, is a hold inside.
Cougars decline. It'll bring up 4th and 9. And looks like the Millionaires will bring out the punt unit for the BLB Auto Sales punt. Slow start for Fagnano, Joe. Only 2 of 9 passing for 20 yards. But he does have the lone touchdown run of the ball game.
He has the lone touchdown run, and I think at least 2 more could have been caught. The screen to Potts was dropped, as well as another one.
High snap. Fagnano gets it off. Hunsinger comes up, makes the catch at the 31. He eludes the first man. Hunsinger gets stood up after a return of about 11. But good starting field position again for the Cougars at their own 42. Trailing 7-0 with 3:51 left in the opening quarter.
The last trip to the red zone, Marty, came up with nothing. They can't afford to do that all night long. They have 3:51 first quarter. They're down by 7.
I'd like to thank the Third Base Luncheonette for supplying our crew meal tonight, as they have all season long for Wyln Sports. Third Base Luncheonette located just off of 9th Street in Hazleton. Many thanks to the Third Base Luncheonette. Cougars come out down 7, 1st and 10 from their own 42. Wolk out of the pistol. He's going to give to Horton. Horton trying to get to the outside and playing it nicely. A couple of defenders for the Millionaires, Moyer and Dallas Grice.
I tell you what, Grice did a great job coming up. Moyer already there. Horton spent a lot of time running at an angle instead of downhill, so comes up with a yard loss.
Second and 11. Smith, the lone receiver, to the bottom of your screen. Hunsinger, Horton, Schneider to the top of your screen. Wolk looks left, he's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Nasir Jones brings him down.
I tell you what, good pressure there by that defensive front. There you see it. And Sparky Wolk stepped up, finally collared by Nasir Jones. So we're looking at 3rd and 13. Offensively, Cougars struggling at this point.
One big pass play to Smith, and that's pretty much been about it for this Cougar offense. As Joe mentioned, 3rd and 13, they'll shift to the top of your screen with Cunningham and Solomon.
Unbalanced.
Left being chased by Jones, overthrows Hunsinger, incomplete. It'll bring up 4th and long.
I'll tell you what, Marty, he never could get himself turned around. He's throwing on the run, and when that happens many times, you elevate the ball because you can't get your shoulders turned around. You let go a little high, and that's what happened there as Hazleton punting it away again.
Sparky Wolk back deep for the BLB Auto Sales punt. Potts back deep for the Millionaires. Flag is down. There's plenty. It looks like they're counting. Millionaires have too many men on the field. So it'll be a substitution violation, making it 4th down and 8. Cougars remain in punt formation for the BLB Auto Sales punt. Wolk gets off the sideline kick, and it's going to take a Cougar roll. Potts fake coming up for it. Smith will down it inside the Millionaire 15 at the 13.
Nice pump by Sparky Wolk. Got it in the air, good bounce when it hit. Potts never really had a chance to field it.
Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the famous Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog. Now celebrating 79 years at the same locations. Jimmy's Quick Lunch. Joe, an update from Spartan Stadium. The Bulldogs leading the Spartans 7-6. Here, Williamsport up 7-0 as Simmons got the carry. Cougars strung him out nicely and brought him down for a loss of about 2.
Simmons going left to right again on that read type sweep play. Nothing there. Defensively, the Cougars were able to get up the field, and Simmons really didn't have a lot of room to make a move.
Fagnano on 2nd and long. Pass low. Closest man to it was Nolan Schneider for Hazleton area. I believe he was looking for Mazzanti, or might have been one of those he knew he had nothing and just threw it in the ground.
I think he might have been looking at Nasir Jones, a tight end type. But a lot of people around, as you mentioned, nothing there. Forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and 12 from the 11. Fagnano under pressure. Eludes a couple. Flag is down. Fagnano runs, eludes a tackler. For now has a 1st down, but we'll check the flag on the near sideline. Disregard the flag, so Fagnano gets it out to the 24. That'll be good for a Harry's You Pull It Millionaire 1st down. Some other scores. 2nd quarter scores: Dallas leading Pittston area 14-6. Crestwood, who we'll see next week, leading Pottsville 6-0.
Bill Downey, I think, had wanted to have some pass interference, but it ended up a run.
Potts will carry. Brought down for a gain of about 4 on the play.
Fagnano bails the Millionaires out again, Marty, with not his arm, with his legs.
So far, Hazleton area controlling Potts, 5 carries, 17 yards. Fagnano's the one that's been hurting him as he rolls out right, completes another pass to Isaac Ritter. And Ritter close to another Millionaire 1st down. And it looks like he'll have it. It's a Harry's You Pull It Millionaire 1st down.
Fagnano has some people looking at him, Marty. He's 6'3", 215 pounds, handles the ball very well.
And we get another false start, and I thought I heard one of the coaches say, "What are you doing?" So
I think
we may have a repeat offender.
I don't hear that well, but I think I heard the same thing.
So makes it 1st and 15 from the 30, 45.6 seconds. But as we mentioned, Joe, and it's Fagnano running the ball, 4 carries, 74 yards, and the lone touchdown of the game. That was the Millionaire's 6th penalty of the night, Joe, for 35 yards. And I think just about all of them have been for illegal procedure. Fagnano looking to run the option. Pitches to Potts. Potts across the 40. And he steps out of bounds at about the 41 after a gain of 11.
I'll tell you what, Marty, if you're going to run the option and let him go downhill, watch this. He's coming right downhill. You have to get somebody, if you're on defense, up the field to make him pitch the ball or keep it. picked up about 7.
Handoff is to Potts, and he is hit by Bugda after a gain of about 1.
I'll tell you what, Bugda again. James Bugda. Good hit on Potts.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 3 from the 42. Williamsport does not have to run another play here as the clock rolls under 10 seconds, and it looks like Fagnano motions to his offense. They're going to head to the other way. Clock winds down. Fagnano, the lone touchdown in the opening quarter. Williamsport 7, Hazleton area nothing. End of 1 quarter. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
FunandLC.com is the official source to all the great things to do here and near Luzerne County. Visit our brand new website to find your fun in any PA. And be sure to check out our Facebook and Instagram pages for weekly listings of the top things to do in our area, along with free giveaways to the area's best events. Download any of our annual guides that will provide you with information on local events, outdoor recreation, arts and entertainment, and family fun and activities. Go to funandlc.com today to start finding your fun in Luzerne County.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
In Hazleton, talk to State Farm agent Pete Keselika.
On the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard, this is the Lehigh Valley Health Network game in a week. Williamsport up 7-0 to start the 2nd quarter.
Big 3rd down play here early in the 2nd quarter.
Millionaires in the white going from left to right on your screen. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Potts to Fagnano's right. Quick drop pass out to Jones. He's got a 1st down and more. Still on his feet. Schneider brings him down inside the 35, but not before he picks up another. Williamsport harries you pull it 1st down.
Jones with a great job of catching the ball, and then after the catch picking up about 20 or 25 yards before he's pulled down by Schneider.
Draw play to Potts. Solomon brings him down after a gain of about 3.
Dallas Solomon moved up front for tonight's encounter, comes up with the tackle there. Williamsport 1st quarter, 106 yards running, most of them Fagnano, 27 yards passing, 133 yards. We'll finish it after this play.
Complete to Moyer. He's got a 1st down and more still on his feet. Moyer is going to be brought down inside the 15 to the 12. And the Millionaires with another harries you pull it 1st down.
Hazleton 4 yards rushing, 32 yards passing, 36 yards, 6 penalties for Williamsport. Marty, Fagnano, pitch and catch the last 2. Not long passes, but the receivers have picked up good yardage after the catch.
For the first time tonight, Millionaires in the Grand Central Red Zone. They run the option. Fagnano pitch to Potts. He eludes one. Flag is down. He's in for the touchdown, but we may have a hold that'll bring it back.
Again, that option downhill very quickly, giving Fagnano a lot of room to operate. Let's see what the call is. Block in the back.
So that'll eliminate the touchdown.
That's a 7th, I believe, penalty.
7th penalty against the Millionaires. And to this point, this is the only one that has hurt them because it's taken a touchdown off the board.
We had a great look at that option from up here. And as I said, Fagnano is downhill, almost at the tackle spot.
Hazleton area takes a timeout. 11:01 left in the 2nd quarter. They trail by 7. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm going to tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create. And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Need auto parts? You need Harry's You Pull It, the area's premier self-service auto parts salvage yard. You bring your tools, browse the lot, take what you want. It's all for sale. Thousands of vehicles, 3 convenient locations in Hazleton, Allentown, and Pennsburg. Need to junk your car? You get paid more at Harry's than anywhere else. Lowest prices, largest selection, everything you need. Harry's You Pull It. Call or visit WeGotUsed.com.
After the Hazleton area timeout, Williamsport, 11th play of the drive that has taken 3:06 off the clock. A late whistle as Smith wasn't sure that was not a lateral, so he ended up hitting Simmons, but ruled incomplete. 11 plays, 64 yards is this drive, and 3:10 off the clock.
Tried to throw it again. He wanted to throw it, let the receiver do the rest after the catch, but bounced off the ground for an incompletion.
Second and 16, Fagnano keeps up the middle. Fagnano just pulling his way down to the 6. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3.
That time they made Fagnano they being the defense, he made his mind up quickly, but once he turns inside, you have to have that backside defensive support for the tackle. Didn't happen.
3rd and 3 from the Cougars 6. Potts up the middle, and he is into the end zone for a 2 Italian guys millionaire touchdown.
I'll tell you what he did. He just ran out of 1 or 2 tackles. Pretty much a straight dive. Trayson Potts, touchdown millionaires.
6th rushing touchdown on the season for Potts. They go 80 yards. Hillman on for the point after, as it's a 2-score millionaire lead. The kick is up and good. 10:15 left in the opening half. Millionaires now lead 14-0 in a game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
If you drive a Ford or a Chevy or have ever owned a Dodge, stop in and check out the all-new 19 Ram. The new incentives are insane. How about a lease payment of $139 a month on a new 4x4 quad cab Ram? Or how about discounts up to $11,000? Jeep Cherokee's up 48% over 2017. Jeep Wranglers up 61%. And I've got 20 of them, every color imaginable. The selection has never been better. The rebates have never been higher. Blaze Alexander is taking the deals the other guys won't. Alexander Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Susquehanna Boulevard, Route 93.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
On the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard, Millionaires up 14-0.
I have to tell you something, Marty. Ian Wilshins for Williamsport. Great block inside so that Potts could take it to the end zone. 3-yard run. Hillman with the kick, 13 plays, 87 yards. Fagnano was 3 for 4 for 50 yards. He had 2 rushes for 26. Millionaires up by 14.
Hillman on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. They lead 14-0. Another squibbing kick that'll be picked up by Horton at his 8. Horton trying to bring it to the near sideline is going to be stacked up by a host of white jerseys at about the 21.
Taken by Damon Horton.
And Joe, for Hazleton area, the last couple weeks, they've lost 2 in a row, and now tonight, they haven't led since week 1 against Pottsville. How tough is it to constantly have to keep battling back, not playing from in front?
What happens, Marty, is you get the mentality as players that here we go again. And as a coach, it's tough to deal with that. So they have to experience some success here offensively and not go 3 and out and allow that Williamsport offense back on the field.
So they'll start at their 22, 1st and 10, down by 2 scores. Play action. Won't go in for Smith. Got him! One man to beat for David Smith down the sideline. And Moyer will bring him down inside the 10 to the 8. Cougars with a big Harry's, you pull it. First down.
Credit Sparky Wolk one with the great throw. Credit Smith with the catch. Credit the offensive line with an excellent protection. Here you see it. Excellent protection by that offensive front. Smith clearly beat Brock Moyer. Now, the next order of business, Marty, is points on the board.
A gain of 71 down to the Millionaires 6 has the Cougars in the Grand Central red zone. Wolk out of the pistol. Gives to Horton. He cuts it back. He lowers his shoulder. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. A 2 Italian guys. 8th rushing touchdown of the year for Damon Horton.
The pass sparked them. Horton makes a great cut. I don't know if we'll get a chance to see that again. Looked like he wanted to go outside, then made that cut right at the offensive tackle position. Took it to the end zone.
Garcia to try the point after. The kick is up. It is good. 9:37 left in the opening half. Cougars on the board. Down 7 on the game, brought to you by Coordinated Health.
There you see you.
You're here at the Residence Inn by Marriott at the entrance to the Humboldt Industrial Park, and this hotel, Carla, got a brand new look, and it's really not that old.
Right, we're actually just celebrating our 10-year anniversary, and we now have a brand new lobby, and all of our suites are fully renovated.
And this is really a hotel that's home away from home with an upscale atmosphere.
Absolutely, we offer, and we're very proud to have amenities that some of the other properties locally don't have, including a separate pool house, a sport court for volleyball, racquetball, or basketball, and also a beautiful outdoor fire pit area.
And of course, if somebody's interested in this, how can they get on to get a room?
That's my favorite question. So you can visit us at www.marriott.com, search Hazleton and then Residence Inn, or you can call us at 570-455-9555, and we'd be happy to make your reservation today.
And that's here at the Residence Inn by Marriott at the entrance to the Humboldt Industrial Park.
You are watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 4. Hazleton area answers the 2 Millionaire touchdowns. It's 14-7 Millionaires. Will Garcia on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. Short kick, fair catch called for by Ritter at the Millionaire 37.
Ritter makes a nice call there. He went up with his hand very quickly. Gives the Millionaires field position, their own 37. Marty Hazleton, 7-yard run. Horton. Garcia with the kick. 2 plays, 78 yards. The big play, Wolk to Smith for 71 yards. We have a 1-score game. Millionaires up by 7.
Ball marked at the Millionaire 38, 9:36 left in the half. Coming up at the half, the All-American Auto Group halftime show. We'll have a band performance. Look at first half stats and highlights and more on the All-American Auto Group halftime show. But first, the Williamsport timeout. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. World-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
BLB Auto Sales is a division of Barbush Automotive. One call does it all. Looking for a good pre-owned car or truck? BLB Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, inspected vehicles. If you need repairs on your vehicle, then Barbush Automotive can handle any job at affordable prices. Located at 1299 State Route 940, Hazel Township, one call does it all. 570-454-7571.
After the Millionaire timeout, they have one remaining here in the half, 9:36 remaining, leading 14-7. They have a 1st and 10 from their own 38. Fagnano, play action being chased by Cunningham. Pass is thrown and is complete to Mazzanti, and quickly hitting him, and a late flag has been thrown.
Bill Downey has the flag on the sideline.
Well, first let's hear from Chuck Suppan. They're going to say dead ball, personal foul. Now, unless Mazzanti had caught the ball and then stepped out of bounds. But to be honest with you, in defense of David Smith, I didn't hear a whistle.
The other part to that is he might have been right. I'm just guessing because we couldn't see because of the players there. Bill Downey might have felt that he was out of bounds, and David Smith came in late.
So after the Harry's you pull it, first down by penalty, Potts, he's going to go 40 yards for a 2 Italian guys. Second rushing touchdown of the night for the Millionaires.
Right side. If you don't wrap him up, he's long gone. Treson Potts.
For one day, I would just like to know how it feels to be that fast.
He has. He gets to the next level pretty quick, Marty. And like I said, if you don't wrap him up at the line of scrimmage, he'll run right out of the tackle.
So a couple of quick scores. Hillman's point after is up and good. 9:22 left in the opening half. Williamsport back up by 14 in this Coordinated Health sponsored football game.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hi, I'm Lonnie from The Wire Guys. We're proud to offer homeowners licensed electricians for jobs big and small.
And I'm Zach. Before we start the work, we give you a price in writing. The Wire Guys are available 365 days a year, 24/7. Our work is done right the first time.
Professional, courteous, licensed electricians. Our guaranteed work is safe, clean, and done right the first time.
The Wire Guys. We welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium. 3 combined touchdowns in the matter of 53 seconds. And the Millionaires are up 21-7. Hillman on for another Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Williamsport Potts with a 40-yard run right side. Hillman kicked, 2 plays, 62 yards, 15 seconds, 21-7 Millionaires. So Hazleton came back with a big play. They're going to have to do that again.
And again, a squibbing kick to Horton, who picks it up at the 6. Horton up the sideline. Horton into Williamsport territory, and he's going to be brought down by Ritter near the Millionaire 40. Another big return by Damon Horton.
I'll tell you what, Horton has a little bit of a speed himself as he takes it straight up the sideline. What happened here? People inside, you saw the kickoff coverage team come inside. They had no wide man on the coverage, and Horton makes them pay for it, brings it to the 41-yard line.
That replay brought to you by S.J. Kowalski. Coordinated Health, delivering a better coordinated patient experience. Together, one patient at a time. 3 kickoff returns for Horton for 127 yards. That last one went for 54. Has the Cougars at the Millionaire 41, 1st and 10. Trailing 21-7, Smith in motion at the bottom of your screen. Wolk looks that way, dumps it off to Smith. Smith cuts it back in the middle, and he is going to be brought down inside the 35 to the 34 for a gain of 7.
Good throw by Wolk, nice catch by Smith, plus he gains a couple after the catch. In motion right to left, went to the flat. Brock Moyer had good coverage. Smith able to pick up about 7.
Second quarter action, Dallas leading Pittston area 21-6. Here the Cougars down 21-7. Flag is thrown on the near sideline. Horton leaps over the pile. He's close to a first down, but let's see what the penalty marker is. Wait to hear from referee Chuck Supon. And illegal formation against the Cougars. We'll go from 3rd and short, I would think, to 2nd and about 8.
Frank Galicki, the umpire, marking that off, and you are right, 2nd and 8.
Crestwood now trailing Pottsville 14-6. That reminds us that week number 5 of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week takes us to Mountaintop next week. These Millionaires will be in Mountaintop to take on the Crestwood Comets. We'll be on the air next Friday night live at 7. Williamsport, Crestwood, Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 5. Wolk gives to Horton, trying to bounce it to the outside. Horton inside the 35, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds. Inside the 30, he's got a Harry's you pull it Cougar first down.
And Jared Cunningham doing a nice job with staying with that block on the corner. Right there you see it, enabling Horton. He dipped up the field and then takes it outside.
But that's all eliminated on a hold against the Cougars. Second quarter action from Kingston. Bulldogs leading the Spartans 20-14. So the ball is now marked at the Millionaire 37. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. Coming up at the half, the All-American Auto Group halftime show. We'll have a band performance and look at first half stats and highlights. All coming up at the half. The All-American Auto Group halftime show. And whistle stopped the play. Timeout taken by the Millionaires, their last. 8:11 left in the half. They lead it by 14. We keep it here. And want to remind you that High school football on WYLN is brought to you by Pete Keselika, State Farm Agency for home, auto, life, and business insurance. Stop by our new location at 16 North Laurel Street in Hazleton or call 570-459-9000. Pete Keselika, State Farm Insurance. We'd like to remind you, starting on Wednesday at 7 o'clock here on WYLN, it's Sports Talk, your official source for Hazleton area high school football. Coach Mike Brennan will go over tonight's Williamsport game and look ahead to a long road trip next Friday night at Wyln Popack and a special guest from the Cougar football team. That's Sports Talk, your official source for Hazleton area high school football here on WYLN, starting this Wednesday at 7 here on WYLN with head coach Mike Brennan.
Marty, looked like Hazleton area. The Cougars were trying to go downfield again. Very quickly, Williamsport called the timeout. So we're back to the second and about 6.
3 receivers to the top of your screen. Horton out of the slot. But Wolk looks left. He's being pressured. And he got hit late. Lost his helmet. Flag was thrown by Chuck Supon. We're going to have a personal foul late hit against the Millionaires. I don't think on Wolk losing his helmet is when he went down and got back up and got hit again.
Exactly. I don't know whether the defender did not see him go down, but he came in after Wolk was down, and you're going to take another look at it. Sparky tries to get under that, and there you see it. And as he comes up, he's hit. Obviously, personal foul.
So it was Nasir Jones that came in with the sack, causing Wolk to lose his helmet, and then the late hit gives the Cougars a first down by penalty. It's a Harry's You Pull It first down to the Millionaire 29. Now whistles again. Stop play for an official timeout. Bill Downey and Frank Galicki want to talk to Chuck Supon. Not sure if they were confusion about the placement of the football. I guess Coach Cruz across the way not agreeing, but that looked like a pretty good call from Chuck Supon.
I don't think there's any doubt about the call. We have another.
We're going to have a false start against the Cougars.
Both teams suffering from that. Marty, the wide receivers moving toward the line of scrimmage with their body or with the step. So it's 1st and 15.
Back to the Millionaire 34. Exactly 8 minutes remaining in the opening half. Cougars with 2 timeouts remaining. Williamsport has used up all 3 of theirs. But Williamsport leads 21-7 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Play action. Wolk looking for Hunsinger. Tip caught. Hunsinger dives. He is down at the 1 for a Harry's You Pull It. Cougar first down.
I'm going to tell you something. That is great concentration by Hunsinger. Watch this. Now, Sparky Wolk has a man up the field, causes him to throw it a little short, but Hunsinger with great hand-eye coordination makes the catch.
1st and goal at the 1 as the Cougars in the Grand Central red zone. Down 14. Horton met in the backfield, and they're going to say short of the goal line. 2nd and goal.
Horton wants them to run it again. Let's run the same play, Coach. As they come up just a little short, they have 2 more cracks before this one and the 3rd down before they have to make any decisions about a 4th down play. Let's see if they go to the same play. Offset eye, they do.
Horton to the end zone. A 2 Italian guys, 2nd rushing touchdown for Damon Horton.
Jordan Cunningham, great block on the line of scrimmage for Hazleton. That offensive line, Beaver, Luna, Fuchik, Cunningham, Hetherington, Jared Cunningham as the kick goes up.
Garcia's kick is good. 6:51 left in the opening half. Cougars once again down 7. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
After partnering with the manufacturer to become Pennsylvania's volume dealer, we have been awarded the distribution point for Northeast Pennsylvania. It means additional discounts and rebates not available at other dealerships. How about 14% off any 2018 Terrain? Or up to 10% off on all Yukon? Or how about a 2018 Sierra Crew Cab with total value of $11,050? How about 18% off on Buick Encore and savings of over $4,000 on 18 Buick Envision? Blaze Alexander Cadillac Buick GMC of Greater Hazleton. We take the deals the other guys won't.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Damon Horton with his 10th touchdown on the year, 9th on the ground, has the Cougars back within 7. Garcia for a Barbush Automotive kickoff. Four touchdowns in the last 3:24 of playing time, and Garcia's kick will go out of bounds. See what the Millionaires will elect to do here.
Marty Hazleton, 1-yard run. Horton left side. Good push from the offensive line. Garcia kick, 6 plays, 41 yards. The big play, Sparky walk to Hunsinger down to the 1-yard line.
Play accounted for 33 yards. And it looks like we'll have a redo on the Barbush Automotive kickoff, as Coach Cruz will elect to march the Cougars back 5 to the 35, where Garcia will get one final instruction from Coach Brennan before kicking it away. Coming up at the half, the All-American Group halftime show. Have a band performance and look at some first half stats and highlights. All coming up in the next 6:51 of game action. The All-American Auto Group halftime show here on WYLN. Thank you for joining us on the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. I'm Marty Burns, joined by Joe DeMelfi, Mike Sosar on the sidelines, Jim Burns on the stats. Pretty good ball game so far, Coach. Millionaires have been having their lead shift from 7 to 14. Currently at 7 as Garcia's kick will be taken and pitched back to Potts. Potts eludes a tackle. He's in the Cougar territory, cutting it back. Potts trying to beat Garcia to the outside. Smith has the angle. Garcia brings him down, but not before. An outstanding kickoff return for a touchdown by Trayson Potts.
Trayson Potts, he changes your kickoff game too, because now you're trying to keep it away from him. That time Garcia kicked it a little deep. The player that caught the ball lateral to Potts, he takes it for the touchdown.
That was Dallas Grice that took the short kick and pitched it back. Hillman on for the point after. High snap. Fagnano got it down. Kick is good. 6:34 left in the opening half. Millionaires back up by 14. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
fast, consistent internet speeds, TV your way, and reliable phone service. All from the one provider who also lives here. Service Electric Cablevision. Connect with us.
Wilkes Tree Farm in Sugarloaf has been providing the area with the highest quality trees for over 20 years, with a wide variety of shade and evergreen trees, wholesale, retail, and choose and cut options. Call them at 570-401-8267.
Irely Chiropractic Offices, a great place to start feeling better. Since 1975, Doctors Tricia and Terrence Irely, adjusting lives for the better, one patient at a time, for the last 43 years.
In the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 4, action-packed. Joe, these teams have combined for 5 touchdowns in the last 3 minutes and 41 seconds of game action.
Last touchdown, Potts, 76-yard kickoff return after the lateral. Hillman with the kick. Millionaires up 28-14.
Barbush Automotive kickoff taken, and a knee down at the 41. Seth Hunsinger corralled it, took a knee at the 41 on the short Barbush Automotive kickoff from Hillman, as they didn't want to tempt fate and kick it deep to Horton again.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, Hunsinger did a great job there. Most of the time, linemen are going to let that ball go, and hopefully someone behind them will field it. But Hunsinger did a nice job of making the catch and then going to a knee. Great field position for the Cougars.
Trailing 28-14, 2 timeouts remaining in 6:33, but the way this is going, 6:33 could be a very, very long time. Wolk the pass. Across the middle, the Hunsinger. Hunsinger is going to be brought down by Moyer inside the Millionaire 45 to the 44. Good for a Harry's, you pull it. Cougar first down.
Again, the offensive line does what they need to do. Good protection. Sparky Wolk steps up, makes a nice throw. Hunsinger with the catch. Big first down at Williamsport's 44-yard line.
Cougars go with a pistol look. Cunningham and Solomon shift to the bottom of your screen. Low snap. Horton gets the football. Horton still on his feet. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Horton will be pushed out of bounds inside the 20, but not before he picks up a Harry's. You pull it. Cougar first down.
You know, we've talked about Horton a lot. Damon Horton. Here you see him left side. But I'm going to tell you what else is coming in play here. Damon Horton has seen Tryson Potts run the football. Damon Horton saying, hey, I'm a pretty good back myself, and he's proving that, getting help from the offensive line, but he's making some great cuts out there.
Ball marked at the Millionaire 18 has the Cougars in the Grand Central red zone. 1st and 10. Wolk pumps, looks for Smith, and overshot him, incomplete as he was pressured and hit. I believe the pressure from Williamsport came from Joseph Heim.
There was pressure. The other part of that equation is Smith had 3 defenders around him. That ball would have had to be thrown very, very accurately. So we're looking at 2nd down and 10.
Solomon to Wolk's right, Horton at the top of your screen in the slot. Wolk looks on the crossing pattern to Hunsinger. Hunsinger inside the 10, brought down by Simmons. Looks like they'll mark it at the 9, 3rd and 1.
Jacob Hunsinger running that route across the middle. Simmons, as you mentioned, Marty, with the tackle, but not before a 9-yard gain. 2 downs to make the first.
Cougars will come out of the eye. Hunsinger and Smith to the bottom of your screen. And movement up front. Looks like the Cougars will get a Harry's you pull it first down via penalty.
Yeah, it looked to me like Williamsport wanted to get outside, pressure quickly. One of the defenders stepped over the line, so the first down is taken care of. Now we have a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line.
Cougars come with a similar look on first down. Horton to the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. Horton with a 2 Italian guys pizzeria. Cougar touchdown.
I'll tell you what, Josh Hedrington, a 6'5", 270-pound senior, made sure that Horton was going to get into the end zone. Again, Damon Horton.
Garcia on for the point after. Flag thrown on the far sideline. I believe they said offside on Williamsport.
Lined up that way. Don't know whether that'll change Mike Brennan's mind, but he's talking.
And Coach, we talked about him a couple weeks ago. I know whose mind it would have changed. It was Coach Curry. Anytime you jumped off sides and made it 1.5, he was going for 2.
But he's down by 8. The kick will make it 7. So he doesn't really, you're right, Coach Curry would do that a lot. Now we're looking at a...
So the Cougars declined it. They're going to leave it as is from the 3, and Garcia will try the point after. High snap, hold down by Wolt, kick is up and good. 4:56 left in the opening half. Williamsport 28, Hazleton area 21. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Each of us has a different idea of what makes an adventure. Go anywhere and do anything in a Jeep from All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during Jeep Adventure Days. Lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4 for just $169 a month. Or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189 a month. And get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Or online at allamericanjeep.net.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial. Licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
Joe, this Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 4, has been action-packed on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. 28-21 Williamsport in front. We've still got 4:56 left in this opening half. Will Garcia on for a Barbush Automotive kickoff.
A defensive coordinator's nightmare.
Squibbing kick. Freeman takes it at the 25. He's across the 40. Hunsinger will bring him down at about the 44 after a return of 19.
Marty, last touchdown, Horton on a 4-yard run. Garcia's kick good. 5 plays, 59 yards. 1 minute and 38 seconds. Horton had 2 runs, 30 yards. Sparky Wolk to Hunsinger, 2 passes, 24 yards. We still have 4:50 left in the second quarter.
Millionaires out of timeouts, but not really sure that has mattered to them to this point with 4:50 left in the half on the Blaze Alexander scoreboard. Potts, who's been hot the last couple of times he's touched it, he's in the open field. He's got a Harry Jupe pull it. Millionaire first down, and you're starting to see Potts picking it up.
A little bit of a counter type play. Takes a step right, then back to the left. Defensively, you cannot let him get to the next level. I'm talking about to the backers, because once he gets to the backers, he's tough to bring down.
We're 4.5 minutes away from halftime, but a couple of halftime scores. Dallas leading the Patriots 21-6. And from Spartan Stadium, the Bulldogs leading the Spartans 27-17. Fagnano pass out complete to Nasir Jones, and Jones lowers his shoulder down near to the 31. Good for another millionaire. Harry Jupulit first down.
Nolan Schneider came up and made the tackle. You know what? Yeah, you need to crowd that receiver. You can't make that such an easy pitch and catch. You have to make him work for that route. And if you play off him, that's not going to happen.
Pottsville leading Crestwood at the half 20-6. We'll get a look at the comments next week against these millionaires. Potts trying to bounce it to the outside. Fisher led the charge to contain him and bring him down for a loss.
There's an example of what has to happen when he has the ball. Make him go sideline to sideline. Matt Fisher does a nice job slowing him down, then a lot of pursuit got to the ball.
Loss of 2 on the play makes it 2nd and 12. They fake the Potts. Fagnano is going to be sacked by a host of Cougar Red defenders. Fisher and Bryce Reed among them.
They had a lot of people up the field, Marty. Watch this, to fake the Potts. Now you have to get up the field, which they did. And as you said, a bunch of defenders from Hazleton there to make the tackle. Looking at a 3rd down and about 18 or 20 yards.
And again, false start against the Millionaires. They continue to go backwards. Leading 28-21 with 2:55 left in the opening half.
I'm not sure what the penalty is, but they must have 10 penalties. I think you correct that when the offense comes off the field. Don't expect to see it again. Just too easy.
Fagnano to pass. Gets it off downfield and incomplete. Looking for Simmons. Sparky Woke on the coverage.
Sparky Woke playing center field. Simmons trying to run a deep post. Fagnano had time, but no dice. So, 4th down for Williamsport.
Fagnano will come out on 4th and very long for a BLB Auto Sales punt. Hunsinger back deep for the Cougars.
I wouldn't get too comfortable on this punt return team with Fagnano back there.
Short kick is going to squib and take a Williamsport roll down to the Cougar 5.
Very unorthodox, but he gets it done with the roll.
2:32 left in the half. Cougars with 2 timeouts remaining. Trailing 28-21.
Now, what do you do here with Cougars have 2 timeouts you mentioned, Marty. And they have about 95 yards of field to go, but don't commit a big mistake here. I'm not saying you have to be closed up offensively, but you don't want to turn it over and give them an opportunity to score before half.
Horton in motion to the bottom of your screen. Wolk is going to pass out of his end zone. He's looking for Horton. He's got him. And Horton will be pushed out of bounds at the 36, a gain of 31.
I'll tell you what, Damon Horton came to play tonight. I'm going to tell you another thing. Again, good protection. See Jason Beaver right there on pass protection. Excellent pass. Even better catch by Damon Horton.
Actually give him 32 on the play to the 37. On that Harry Jupulit first down for the Cougars. And he went out of bounds to stop the clock with 2:26 left. Wolk to this point, 7 of 12, 199 yards. They're going to run the ball this time to Horton. Took it to the right side now and brings it back left. Horton being chased from behind by Grice. He'll be brought down, but not before he picks up a Harry's. You pull it. Cougar first down. They'll stop the clock with 2:17 to move the chains.
Plenty of time. Horton's going to come to the sideline, I believe. Might be a little...
And might have been also one of those that when he went down, he might have went down on the football as well. So he looked like the wind might have been knocked out of him.
Well, he's coming back from 2 big plays right there, so he'll go to the sideline. First and 10 for the Cougars.
Sorry, Joe. Lance Johnson, the junior, replaces him. Wolk, quick pass to Smith. Smith goes up and gets it. Freeman grabbed him, stops him on forward progress for a gain of about 7. Clock continues to run. And that's one of the things, if you're Coach Brennan, of course you want to score, and I know you'll take it when you can get it, but you don't want to score too quickly.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm taking a score here. I don't care what the time is.
You'll cross that bridge when you get to it, right?
Exactly.
2nd and 3 from the 44 of Williamsport. Wolk, another quick drop, and he's got Smith down the sideline and overthrew him. Incomplete.
David Smith open on the sideline. Throw was a little high, couldn't bring it in. But we're in 4-down territory.
3rd and 3 from the Williamsport 44. Cougars, 2 timeouts remaining. Minute 19 left on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. They'll give it to Horton. And Nasir Jones came up and met him, holds him to a gain of about 2. It'll bring up 4th and 1. Coach Brennan will take a timeout where we'll keep it here with a minute 9 remaining. 1 Cougar timeout remaining in 4th and 1.
I don't think there's any doubt. What do you do as a coach here? You go for the first down. Maybe they're thinking about Hunsinger over the middle. Been a pretty good play for them. Smith, who's done an excellent job. Let's see who they go to.
I mean, Williamsport really cheated on that running play there. You almost be tempted on 4th and 1 if you came with some kind of run formation where you have a play action pass off.
I'll tell you what I might consider running here is a quarterback draw. They're going to try to get pressure up the field.
And we also have an injured Cougar down at the 43. Not sure who that is. Trying to look at the Cougars sideline.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. At this point, I'd be obviously concerned about as 2 of the linemen go out to help.
And it's Josh Hedrington, and he's being helped to the sideline, not putting a lot of pressure on that left foot.
Hedrington doing a nice job up front tonight for the Cougars. Hopefully nothing more than a bruise or a slight sprain. You don't want something.
So it'll be a 4th and 1 from the 42. And I wonder if we may have an injured Millionaire as well on the far sideline. Didn't see him go down. I wonder if maybe it's a cramping situation over there.
I think the trainer was probably trying to hydrate the players, and somebody maybe had a slight cramp, but 4th and 1.
2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, Hunsinger and Smith. Cougars will line up out of the eye. Solomon, the fullback, in front of Horton. Wolk will go under center. Horton got the first down and more. He's in open field. David Horton's going to go 42 yards for his 4th. 2 Italian guys. Cougar touchdown of the night.
What happens many times on a 4th and short, everybody crowds the line of scrimmage. There's 11 guys there. If you don't make the hit, he's gone because there's nobody at second level to make a tackle.
Will Garcia, as the Cougars have battled all the way back to get within one. This kick from Garcia for the tie. It is up and it is good. 1:01 left in the half. This game, brought to you by Coordinated Health, is tied at 28.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 314 Main Street, Suite A in Cunningham, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania, and they are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191 today.
The Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 5. At least almost through a half. What a ball game. Tied at 28 with 1:01 left in the half.
Hazleton's the last score. Horton, 42-yard run. Garcia kicked good, 6 plays, 95 yards. So much for closing the offense up. Horton, 3 rushes, 56 yards. Wolk was 2 for 3.
And how about Will Garcia on the Barbush Automotive kickoff? They saw Potts sneaking up, kicked it deep through the end zone, touchback.
That's one way to take care of that. Now, when you come out defensively, cannot afford to take a rest.
Williamsport, no timeouts. Ball marked at their 20. Have 1:01 remaining, tied at 28.
You know the mindset here.
And some confusion.
The mindset for Williamsport is we can score anytime, anywhere, no matter what. So you have to be very, very careful.
Fagnano's going to be sacked. Another host of Cougar defenders. Bring him down, led by the big man on the end, Jared Cunningham.
Well, they're bringing some people now. They have about 5 or 6 people up the field. Cunningham there.
Fagnano to pass, again under pressure, and again he's sacked. Again it's Cunningham.
That solves one problem, Marty. If you put pressure on the quarterback with no timeouts left, bringing him down on the field, now you got to get a safety way back just in case. Don't let them complete something to Potts, but
they may not even run a play, Joe.
Looks like they decided to take it to the locker room.
Williamsport jumped out by 14 twice. Hazleton area battled back to tie it at 28. Mike Sosar is trying to get Hazleton area head coach Mike Brennan. We need to get Mike a cameraman somewhere. Here comes Ed. He's going over to Mike Sosar as the Cougars have battled all the way back from down 14 to tie the game at 28. Mike Sosar on the sideline with Hazleton area head coach Mike Brennan.
Coach, talk about a defensive stand to get you back to
to tie the game, but brought pressure at the end there and just shut them down at the end of the half.
You know, we have 24 minutes of really intense football left. I mean, our offense is doing a nice job trying to take over the game. You know, Potts, Fagnano, Simmons, they're explosive at all times. It's going to be a 48-minute football game, no question. We're going to challenge our guys to come out and control line of scrimmage in the second half like we did in the second half of the second quarter. So, you know, this is going to be interesting.
Coach combined 6 scorers between both teams, but they really took it to him, like I said, after that defensive stand and just took it right down the field on offense.
You know, we got to tighten up some things on defense. You know, we know the Potts can go to distance. He's a great player. They're still going to score in the second half. So we have to maintain our composure, keep getting better, and it's going to be a 48-minute fight.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Dogfight, fellas, back upstairs.
Thank you, Mike, and Coach Brennan looking to regroup his team at the half. Coming up next, the All-American Auto Group halftime show. We'll have the Williamsport Marching Band, first half stats and highlights, all coming up from Harmon Guys Stadium at the half. This game tied at 28.
Mazda is offering special incentives to anyone driving a Kia, Hyundai, or Nissan. Or if you're a previous Mazda owner, Mazda has loyalty incentives that will help you purchase your brand new Mazda. We have a great selection in stock, and we are also open to the Mazda pipeline, which means if we don't have it, we can get it within 48 hours. See why Mazda is up 45% over 2017. They're just awesome cars at awesome prices. Check us out online at blazehazleton.com and just click the Mazda site. Blaze Alexander, 508 Susquehanna Boulevard, Route 93. We take the deals the other guys won't.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town, serving a large variety of pizza, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Takeout or eat in, delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
We welcome you back to the All-American Auto Group halftime show from Harmon Guys Stadium. The score at the half, the visiting Millionaires 28, the Cougars 28, 3 different occasions. Hazleton area trailed by 14, and they've battled all the way back, including a late 95-yard scoring drive that was capped on a 4th down run from 42 yards out. Damon Horton, 4 rushing touchdowns on the night to give him 12 touchdowns overall, 11 rushing touchdowns through 3.5 games for Damon Horton of Hazleton area.
I'll tell you what else, that 95-yard drive tells you that their offense is not afraid to come out and go for the big play, which is a confidence builder.
And the other thing, Joe, if you want to key on 23, that's fine. We're seeing it tonight. They got it going last week. We're seeing it tonight. 6 and 81 are big weapons for Sparky Wolf.
No doubt about it. And I'll tell you what, defensively, Coach Brennan talked about that. Right at the end of this first half, they decided to go after Fagnano and did a great job rushing the passer.
And that was led by senior Jared Cunningham. We saw him week 1, and he came up with a couple of big sacks at the end of the opening half that helped any thoughts of Coach Cruz and his Millionaires trying to attempt to score before halftime of this 28-all tie. As part of the All-American Auto Group halftime show, we've got the Williamsport High School Marching Band. Let's sit down field level and hear from the Williamsport High School Marching Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fight of the century! In this corner, from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, the undefeated champion, Mr. Millionaire! And in this corner, from your very own Hazleton, Pennsylvania, the 8, 9. Knockout.
That has been the Williamsport High School Marching Band with their halftime performance as part of the All-American Auto Group halftime show. We're going to take our first break of the halftime show. Up next, we got to look at a lot of numbers, Joe, in the halftime stats compiled by Jim Burns and first half highlights. Hopefully we can get through them before third quarter action. You're watching the All-American Auto Group halftime show. This game is tied at 28.
Each of us has a different idea of what makes an adventure. Go anywhere and do anything in a Jeep from All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during Jeep Adventure Days. Lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4 for just $169 a month. Or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189 a month. And get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Or online at allamericanjeep.net.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Appliances are right over there, and this is part of our furniture department.
Okay, but I'm looking for a mattress.
Well, you've come to the right place. Grand Central is Northeast Pennsylvania's #1 Sealy mattress dealer. We have Sealy mattress sets from only $199 and Stearns & Foster queen sets from only $45 per month. We also have interest-free financing up to 60 months. And remember, delivery and takeaway are absolutely free.
So we don't have to do anything?
Not if you buy your Sealy mattress at Grand Central.
It looks like I did find the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
Grand Central in Hazleton, the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
We welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium as part of the All-American Auto Group halftime show. Game tied at 28. And, Joe, I think we're going to see a lot of numbers coming up here Jim Burns has compiled. The All-American Auto Group halftime stats. Here you get a look at them.
Williamsport 13 first downs, 161 yards rushing. 89 passing, 250 total. 10 penalties for 70 yards. Hazleton area, the Cougars 10 first downs, 104 rushing, 206 passing, 310 yards of offense. That's 560 yards of offense between the two teams first half. They've had one turnover, 5 penalties, 40 yards. Marty, big numbers offensively. I think defensively, what do we need to talk about? Getting to the ball, wrapping your arms when you're tackling, because we have 2 backs that are doing, well, 3 with Fagnano that are doing great things running the ball right now.
That has been the All-American Auto Group halftime stats compiled by Jim Burns. Well, I believe we're set for first half highlights. A lot of highlights in that opening half. We'll start with Joe Fagnano capping a 2-play 40-yard drive after a Cougar turnover. He would go the 40 yards for the first touchdown of the night after the Simmons fumble recovery made it 7-0 Williamsport. The Millionaires would come back and go 13 plays, 87 yards. 50 out of the air for Fagnano, but Potts and cash in from 3 yards out in Williamsport early in the second, leading 14-0. And then the fireworks started. Cougars, 2 plays, 78 yards. Walk to Smith from 71. This set up the 7-yard run by Horton. Cougars were on the board. It was 14-7. But Williamsport would answer in 15 seconds. They go 62 yards on 2 plays, 40 of them here by Potts. As he got to the sideline, a little hitch in his step, but he's into the end zone. 21-7 Millionaires. Cougars would answer. After a big kickoff return from Horton, and a big pass play to Hunsinger from 33 yards out. Horton's second touchdown made it 21-14. The ensuing kickoff. Grice would take it and lateral to Potts. And Potts would do the rest. Going up the far sideline, and then he would cut it back at midfield. And he would beat the Cougar defenders that had the angle on him. Potts officially would go 76 yards. And that would put the Millionaires in front, 28-14, but the Cougars battle back. A 5-play, 59-yard drive. Horton from 4 yards out, his third touchdown, made it 28-21. And then the Cougars, right before half, would go 95 yards in 6 plays on 4th and 1. Horton would bust into the open field from 42 yards out. Garcia's point after. Cougars come all the way back to tie it at 28. That's where we stand right now. We thank you for watching the All-American Auto Group halftime show. Third quarter action from Harmon Guy Stadium on Wyln. Up next.
Each Each of us has a different idea of what makes an adventure. Go anywhere and do anything in a Jeep from All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during Jeep Adventure Days. Lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4 for just $169 a month. Or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189 a month. And get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Or online at allamericanjeep.net.
We are here at the Hampton Inn on Route 93 in Sugarloaf Township with an amazing view of the Cunningham Valley. And Carla, this view sells the hotel itself when people come in, right?
It absolutely does. We have the only valley views for the Hilton family in the area.
So this hotel, not only do we see this beautiful view, but literally everything in this hotel has been redone.
Absolutely. We're so excited for everybody to see all the changes and improvements we've made, and we're very happy to have you here with us today.
So not only is this beautiful location and beautiful rooms, but somebody wants to come in and take a look at renting one of these beautiful rooms. Maybe they want to spend the night out, maybe hit up a restaurant or something. How could they get a reservation?
Great question. So they could visit us at www.hilton.com, search Hazleton. Or you can call us at 570-454-3449, and we'd be happy to make your reservations today.
And that's here at the Hampton Inn on Route 93 in Sugarloaf Township. A beautiful view over the Cunningham Valley.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 25 minutes from Prattville, 26 minutes from Jim Thorpe, 28 minutes from Tamaqua, 20 minutes from Shavertown, and 28 minutes from Clark Summit. Barber Ford in Exeter and Hazleton. Online at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
We welcome you back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 4. What an opening half, Joe. Game tied at 28. The Millionaires led on 3 different occasions by 14. Hazleton area has battled all the way back to tie it at 28. We are moments away from the start of third quarter action. Some individual stats. We'll try to get through these if we can. Potts, 13 carries, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns for Williamsport. Fagnano, 8 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Fagnano passing. He's 7 of 17 passing for 89 yards. Jones leading the way, 2 catches, 40 yards. For Hazleton area, Horton, 14 carries, 113 yards, 4 touchdowns. Sparky Wolk, 8 of 14 passing for over 200 yards, 206. David Smith, 4 catches, 117 yards. Hunsinger, 4 catches, 89 yards. Williamsport ran 40 plays to 30 for Hazleton area. Williamsport, time of possession, 12:43 to 11:17. Third down conversions, Williamsport's 4 of 7, Hazleton area 1 of 5. Williamsport 0 for 1 on 4th down. Cougars 1 of 1 for a touchdown. Average starting field position, Williamsport their own 32, Hazleton area their own 41. Will Garcia for the Barbush Automotive kickoff as the Cougars kicked off from the 35, from their own, from the 45 of Williamsport. There must have been a personal foul at the end of the half against Williamsport that we didn't see from Chuck Supon. And so Garcia just kicked it out of the end zone to bring the Millionaires to 1st and 10 from their own 20.
A lot of places, if they move the ball, 10-yard penalty or 15-yard penalty, they would go for an onside kick there. Garcia and Hazleton, the Cougars opted to kick it out of the end zone.
And I think that end of the half stand with the 2 sacks from Cunningham may have brought that on as Cunningham leads the way to bring Potts down for a loss.
We talk about wrapping up. Potts ran right into Jared Cunningham.
Second down, call it 12 from the 18. Fagnano out of the gun. Fagnano looks left, pass complete to Potts. Spins away from a couple of tacklers. He's in open field before Wolk brings him down across the 35 to about the 38. Good for Harry's You Pull It Millionaire first down.
Good use of Potts, gets him on the corner quickly. Fagnano makes a good throw. Potts causes several people to miss. Here you look at Potts lined up to the left. That's when you can't let him off the line of scrimmage. I mean, you just have to try to bang him right there, because if he gets upfield, chance to make a big play.
Fagnano adjusts the play. Again, calls out to the line. Fagnano looking to pass. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Eludes a couple of tacklers, and he is going to be brought down after a gain of about 7 to the 45.
If you don't get the rush, you have to keep Fagnano inside, which they did there. He picked up some yardage, but if he gets to the corner and there's no one there, then it causes you real problems because there's nobody there to make the tackle.
Now a pistol look. Run pass option to give us to Potts. He's got a first down and more. And he'll be pushed out of bounds in the Cougar territory at the 46, but not before he picks up another Harry's You Pull It first down. New set of downs. Fagnano out of the gun. He's got Potts to his right next to him. Fagnano rolls right. Pressure coming from behind, and he's going to run away from it. And he is going to be brought down from behind by Cunningham after a gain of about 3 to the 43.
That's what I was talking about. Now he turned back inside, which gave the Cougars a chance to make the tackle after a couple of yards gained. But it takes too long for him when he goes to the corner. He keeps that run pass option as long as he stays behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to give the Potts straight up the middle. He's got a first down and more. Still on his feet. Potts trying to get down the far sideline. Cuts back on Wolk, and he is into the end zone. They're going to say he's down. No, wait. Not in the end zone. They'll rule him shy of the goal line at the 1. Rule him down. No touchdown, no fumble. But a Harry's You Pull It Millionaire first down has Potts over 100.
I'll tell you what, he hits the line of scrimmage very quickly. But watch this. We're going to count. 1 reach, 2, 3. Runs out of 3 tackles so far. I've said he's not the kind of back that as they score the touchdown.
In the Grand Central red zone, Fagnano on the quarterback keeper is good for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria touchdown. Williamsport back in front.
Not the kind of back he can reach out for. You have to wrap him.
So not 3 minutes into the third quarter, and the Millionaires back in front. Fagnano's second rushing touchdown of the night. Potts has 2 rushing touchdowns and a kickoff return. Hillman's kick is up and good. We're going to keep it here with 9:23 left in the third. Millionaires in front, 35-28. High school football on WYLN is brought to you by Damiano Funeral Home, located in McAdoo, providing traditional pre-arrangement services and cremations, which are performed at their own on-site facility. For professional and courteous service, call Damiano Funeral Home in McAdoo. Their number, 570-929-2820.
Marty, we talk about defense. What can you do? Again, many times you go back to fundamentals. I keep going back to the point of you have to tackle. Potts is a very good back. Horton, very good back. Last touchdown, Marty. Fagnano, 1 yard, quarterback sneak. Hillman with the kick. Potts, 3 rushes, 49 yards, 1 reception, 20 yards. They had 7 plays, 80 yards. They're up by 7.
And Hillman on the field for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. This will be another squibber. That'll be picked up by Horton at the 7. Horton eludes one on the sideline. They're ruled that he stepped out of bounds at the Cougar 21. So that's where they take over, once again trailing by 7. Plenty of time remaining, Joe. 9:19 left in the third on the the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. I apologize for that. And no pressure, Joe, but at the end of tonight's game, you and I will select a Arc Electric to Wire guys player of the game.
I'll tell you what, obviously at this point there are several candidates, but we have 9:19 in the third left and all of the fourth quarter. So let's see where the Hazleton offense goes from here.
Remember their last drive before halftime going in the same direction, went 95 yards to tie it. They start from their own 21, and it'll be Horton, his 15th carry of the ball game. He got hit in the backfield, and now he's going to be brought down for a loss by Nasir Jones.
Nasir Jones does a nice job staying with Horton. He tried to come out, he went to his left, tried to come out of that and go back opposite direction. But Jones, a 6'2", 200-pound sophomore, does a nice job bringing him down.
A loss of 2 on the play makes it 2nd and 12. I want to remind you about Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Starting this Wednesday at 7 here on Wyln. Coach Brennan will go over tonight's game with Williamsport. Look ahead to a long road trip at Wyln Pawpack and a special Cougar football guest. All coming up starting Wednesday at 7 here on Wyln. Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football with Coach Mike Brennan. Bad snap. Wolk does all he can to get it. Throws downfield for Horton. Tipped up in the air and incomplete. Grice on the coverage.
Dallas Grice, good coverage that time on Horton. Sparky Wolk, ball on the ground. He picks it up, then makes the throw. But as you said earlier, Grice right there with Horton, forcing a 3rd down and about 12.
Third and 12, as Joe mentioned, from the 19. Wolk out of the gun. Goes down the middle of the field again for Horton. Grice is there for the interception. Horton will haul him down inside the 30. But right before that play, Joe, Jim Burns pointed out Dallas Grice, only a freshman. Tremendous back-to-back plays for him.
Does a great job on coverage. Again, Sparky Wolk throws it up the field. Grice running right with Horton makes the catch. The positive part of that is almost like a punt. But if you can't stop Williamsport offensively, it's not going to make any difference. So the Hazleton defense has to step up, much like they did at the end of the second quarter.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Millionaires in the white, going from left to right on your screen, leading by 7. Ball marked at their 29. Fagnano, quick drop. Pass across the middle, and I believe flags may have stopped the play. He was looking for Simmons. And another false start against the Millionaires. It must be something, Joe, on the outside that I'm not seeing anything on the line. If these receivers are trying to get a quick start,
they're either head bobbing or taking a short step. Being called maybe 7 or 8 times tonight for that penalty alone.
So it's 1st and 15 from the 24. We're going to give it to Potts, and Potts is going to get short yardage for a gain of about 3.
Again, when he runs sideline to sideline, Marty, doesn't really scare you, but when he turns it up the field or he hits the line of scrimmage very quickly, that's when you have to really make an effort to stop him with his forward progress.
Fagnano rolling, throws, complete to Potts. Potts eludes a couple of tacklers, and Fisher finally brings him down, but not before he picks up another. Harry's you pull it, millionaire first down.
Second down play there comes up big. There you see the replay with Potts making the tackle.
And Fisher remained down. It looks like they're trying to get him hydrated. Hopefully it's just a cramping situation for Matt Fisher.
Yeah, I said Potts made the tackle. I must be watching a different game. Potts made the catch, and then two Hazleton, Fisher being one of them, two Hazleton players made the stop, but first down.
So while we have a moment, I'd like to remind you that the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 5, will emanate from Mountaintop next Friday night at 7. As we get our first look at Coach Myers and the Crestwood Comets as they play host to these very own Williamsport Millionaires. We'll be on the air next Friday night at 7 for the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Game of the Week, week number 5, Williamsport Crestwood, right here on WYLN.
Long game, Marty. It's humid. Takes a lot out of both teams.
Coordinated Health, delivering a better coordinated patient experience together, one patient at a time. And Fisher is up and heads to the sideline. As you mentioned, hopefully just a cramping situation. Got him hydrated and stretched out. We'll see if Matt Fisher will return to the game shortly. But this Cougar defense, as you mentioned, Joe, needs to find a stop down 7. And the Millionaires again on the move from their own 41 with a 1st and 10. Fagnano to pass. Complete. Big hit by David Smith on Brock Moyer after a gain of about 7 on the play.
That's a great break on the ball. Smith coming up quickly. Moyer wanted to make the turn. Good defensive.
Quick drop, Fagnano, pass to Simmons, tipped up in the air, and it'll fall incomplete. And Simmons starting to show some frustration. We've talked about Potts, we've talked about Fagnano. Simmons has really not had a chance to get going yet to this point.
Exactly. That throw was a little high. Had a chance to bring it down. Incompletion, but it's 3rd down here.
Big 3rd and 3. Fagnano's going to run the option. Pitches to Potts. Potts gets the first down the sideline. He steps out of bounds before picking up a Harry's you pull it. Millionaire first down at the Cougar 43.
You see him downhill again on that option. Looked like Nolan Schneider came up on the quarterback. Nobody came outside to help on Potts.
Right down the middle, Nasir Jones into open field. He's in for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria Millionaire touchdown.
Nasir Jones, tight end. You know what? Easy to get lost if you're the tight end, especially with Fagnano and Potts and Simmons outside. Tight end just straight up the field. Nobody interfered with the route. Getting in his way, takes it for the touchdown. Only a sophomore.
Yeah, for the senior leadership that you get with Fagnano and Simmons and Potts, There's some youth and talent on this Williamsport squad as Hillman's kick is up and good. 6:36 left in the third. Millionaires, familiar tune, up 14. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Mazda is offering special incentives to anyone driving a Kia, Hyundai, or Nissan. Or if you're a previous Mazda owner, Mazda has loyalty incentives that will help you purchase your brand new Mazda. We have a great selection in stock, and we are also open to the Mazda pipeline, which means if we don't have it, we can get it within 48 hours. See why Mazda is up 45% over 2017. They're just awesome cars at awesome prices. Check us out online at blazehazleton.com and just click the Mazda site. Blaze Alexander, 508 Susquehanna Boulevard, Route 93. We take the deals the other guys won't.
We welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium, Lehigh Valley Health Network game of the week, week number 4. Millionaires, 2 quick scores here in the third, lead at 42-28. Hillman on for a Barbush Automotive kickoff. Short kick. I believe a fair catch was called for by Hazleton area's Kevin Molesky. He backtracked a little bit. We'll see where they give him the official spot.
Marty, Williamsport area, Nasser Jones, 43-yard pass from Fagnano. Hillman kick good, 6 plays, 71 yards. Fagnano, 3 for 4, 62 yards in the air.
Both teams come into tonight's game 1-2, looking to get a leg up on the 6A sub-regional. All 4 teams, along with Delaware Valley and Scranton, qualify. What's at stake is getting yourself in position that you get at least one home game. And it starts tonight with the first matchup between Hazleton area and Williamsport, as Horton pulling his way, pulling tacklers to the 39 for a gain of 8.
Again, you're down 14, but don't have to be in a hurry. Horton looked like he wanted to go outside, turns it up the field. You see his running power. We talked about Damon Horton, 5'10", 200 pounds.
And we saw that in the second quarter. There definitely is no hurry as far as these 2 teams putting points on the board. Play action. Walk on for Smith. He's got him up and down the sideline and just overthrew him, incomplete.
Wide open down the sideline. Ball just overthrown. That was a second down play. Good place for it. 3rd and short. David Smith coming to the sideline, I believe, after that.
Smith will get a breather. Schneider checks in on this 3rd down and a short 2. It'll be Horton. He's got the first down and more. Still on his feet. He's in the millionaire territory as he spins and steps out of bounds at the 48. Good for a Cougar. Harris, you pull it, first down.
Horton ran, and we're going to take a look at it right here. You see the handoff. Again, Williamsport also doing a lot of arm tackling, reaching, and Horton's not the kind of back, as is Tryson Potts, that you can bring down with an arm tackle.
Smith back in the game again. Horton the carry. Horton staying on his feet inside the 40 to the 39 for a gain of 9.
I'll tell you what, Jason Beaver, that left side, Luna Fuchik, good push. Watch this. There you see it. Hetherington. So the Hazleton offensive line also doing a nice job. Clock down to 5:10 third quarter.
2nd and 1 from the Millionaire 39, play action. Wolk looking for Smith. Got him! Touchdown, Cougars! 39 yards, Wolk to Smith for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria touchdown.
Little play action fakes. Smith just beating the defender, Sparky Wolk. Sends it down the chimney over the defender, and Smith, David Smith, 6'2", 205 senior, makes the catch.
Will Garcia on for the point after. Hold is down. Kick is up and good. 4:56 left in the third. Cougars again within 7. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Each of us has a different idea of what makes an adventure. Go anywhere and do anything in a Jeep from All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during Jeep Adventure Days. Lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4 for just $169 a month. Or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189 a month. And get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Or online at allamericanjeep.net.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
3 times in the opening half, Williamsport led by 14. Millionaires start the third, leading by 14. The Cougars have answered. It's a 7-point game. Garcia on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Hazleton answered with Smith, 39-yard pass from Wolk. Garcia with the kick.
Onside kick, and it looks like Sparky Wolk recovered.
You know what? I'm waiting for that because concerned with the deep man on the kickoff. Take a chance, and we're going to have a discussion here.
To me, from up here, it looked like Sparky waited the 10 yards. We saw that late. I don't know if we can re-cue that again. They're going to say illegal touching against the Cougars. Williamsport ball. It looks like Wolk got it across the 50-yard line.
Unless he touched that.
I don't think he did.
Well,
the officials are there, but from up here, it looked like Sparky waited until it crossed that 50-yard line.
It did look like it crossed, but official made the call.
So that means Williamsport will get it with the short field. 1st and 10 at the 49 of Hazleton area, up 7.
I like the call, Marty. I like the call for the onside.
Fagnano trying to run his sack. Loss of 2 on the play. Believes Solomon was the one that came through and brought him down.
Fagnano looking to go deep. Solomon again fighting up the field. Fagnano had to take that ball inside, which is where you want him.
2 receivers set to the bottom of your screen. Pistol formation. Potts behind Fagnano. They'll give to Potts. Potts cuts it back, and he is going to be brought down inside the 45 by Wolk to the 44. Give him a gain of 6. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5.
Here you see Potts going downhill right here very quickly. But this is the kind of tackle you have to make on him right there. Sparky Wolk wrapping him up. forcing a third down.
Potts again. Lowers his shoulder, keeps those legs churning. Looking at the spot, he may have gotten the first down. We'll wait and see what Chuck Suppan rules.
I'll tell you what, Marty, there's a good example of wrapping him up. His legs are going.
I apologize, Joe. I was just going to say it looked like Chuck Suppan wants the chains to come out.
Yeah, and like I said, his legs are going like pistons.
So while they measure, it gives us a chance to remind you that Attorney Tom Mosca and Mosca Law, located in Kingston, serving your legal needs for 28 years. You can reach Attorney Mosca at 570-288-2917 for Attorney Tom Mosca and Mosca Law, located in Kingston. And he is going to be short by about half a yard.
Well, Williamsport, I think, feels most of the field is 4-down territory for them, so you know they're going for it.
I believe they want to reset the clock. We'll get it communicated a few doors down from the Hazleton area assistants. 3:30. 3:37 is now the new time. Now they'll wind it. 4th and inches. And movement up front against Hazleton area, I believe, will give the Millionaires the first down.
They pick it up the easy way.
And Frank Galicki will march it off via penalty. A Harry's U pull it first down for the Millionaires. They rush to the line. 1st and 10. Cougar 34 leading by 7. Fagnano will give it to Simmons. He loses control. It's loose. Hazleton area has recovered. I believe it was Kevin Molesky on the recovery.
Trying to run a reverse with Simmons off the pitch. Simmons having a tough time handling it. Good hustle right there.
Excuse me, it was Cunningham that came in and made the recovery.
But Solomon, good hustle, knocking Simmons away from the ball, allowing the ball to be recovered.
And now Cunningham goes down. And you've talked about it earlier, Joe. It's been very humid throughout the week here. Second week in September. And hopefully it's just a cramping situation, because Cunningham seemed fine running to the ball and making the recovery that we saw in the S.J. Kowalski replay. And you just wonder that if then he started to cramp up as he was making his way to the sideline.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. We talk about the humidity, and it's been humid all day long, and I think that's one of the factors. 3:15 left.
Was that a factor in only getting in 9 holes today?
Yes.
Very good.
Another factor.
We had to rest up for a game, a big game tonight. I'm sure you expected at approaching 9:30 that we'd still be in the third quarter. An update from Spartan Stadium. They're in third quarter action, and the Bulldogs have increased their lead to 34-17. I believe we've even had a final. We're in the third quarter. We've had a final. Dallas goes 4-0 with a 42-21 victory over Pittston area.
Yeah, one of the things when you have a lot of offense, you're stopping the clock for extra points, as Cunningham looks like maybe something with the ankle or leg. So let's just hold off on that, as
he is helped to the sideline, and no Hazleton area fans hoping that it is just a cramp and they got to get fluids into him and stretch him out, and it's not something more serious, because He's had a big night tonight for Hazleton area.
He's played very well for the Cougars all year long, defensively.
So the onside kick does not come back to hurt them. They have a 1st and 10 at the 46 after the turnover. Horton straight up the middle. Horton's got a first down and more. Horton pulls his way inside the 35 to the 32. Good for another Harry's. You pull it. Cougar first down.
Great job by the offensive line. I'll tell you what, he had a lot of room to run there. It opened up. So that line doing an excellent job on that play, and Horton converts it into a big run and a first down.
Horton now 19 carries, 163 yards, 4 touchdowns on the night. His team trails by 7. Here's carry number 20. Patient down the sideline, bounces it back. Still on his feet is Horton. Bullying his way inside the 15. Inside the 10. What a run by Damon Horton for another Harry's. You pull it. Cougar first down.
I'll tell you what, though, that was a scrum right there. He had a lot of his teammates helping out. ISO play. He bounces it outside. Now look at this. Hops inside. And here you go. Now we got a lot of people. But you know what? On the other side of the coin, that shows me we're not tackling. If you're on defense, we're grabbing. The shirt's coming out.
Ball marked at the Millionaire 8, 1st and goal. Cougars again in the Grand Central red zone. Wolk on the draw. Wolk to the end zone. Touchdown Cougars. A2 Italian guys. Pizzeria touchdown. Rushing touchdown number 2 of the season for Sparky Wolk.
You know what? I called that play about 2 quarters ago. Sparky Wolk just took a step. That middle, they were looking for Horton all the way. Middle opens up. Wolk touchdown.
For the 4th time tonight, the Cougars battle back from down 14. Garcia for the tie. Kick is up. It is good. 2:34 left in the 3rd. This game, brought to you by Coordinated Health, is tied again at 42.
FunandLC.com is the official source to all the great things to do here and near Luzerne County. Visit our brand new website to find your fun in any PA. And be sure to check out our Facebook and Instagram pages for weekly listings of the top things to do in our area, along with free giveaways to the area's best events. Download any of our annual guides that will provide you with information on local events, outdoor recreation, arts and entertainment, and family fun and activities. Go to funandlc.com today to start finding your fun in Luzerne County.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
In Hazleton, talk to State Farm agent Pete Keselika.
What a Lehigh Valley Health Network game of the week, week number 4. There's a more exciting game in the area than this one. Tied at 42 with 2:34 left in the 3rd. And real quickly, Garcia again for the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Marty, the Cougars, Wolk, 8-yard run, last touchdown. Garcia kicked good, 3 plays. Horton, 2 rushes, 46 yards as we get a short kickoff.
And Potts kicks it out of bounds.
Oh,
marked at the 19. Sorry, Joe.
Marty, it all came off Cunningham's fumble recovery.
We still have a long way to go, but we want to remind you that Joe and I will select at some point this evening an Arc Electric The Wire Guys player of the game, as we've got a lot of worthy candidates. both sidelines. What a ball game. Tied at 42, 2:32 left in the third. Potts hit by Reed in the middle, waits for help. They hold Potts to a gain of 2.
Bryce Reed with a nice hit. Was the first Cougar there.
Cougars start this defensive possession with Jared Cunningham on the sideline on the trainer table. 2nd and 8. Run pass option. And Fagnano.
Carry by Fagnano.
Loses a yard.
Yeah, he and Potts looked like they were fighting over that ball. I think Fagnano wanted to keep it in there a long time. And
we also have an illegal shift against the offense. That's declined by Coach Brennan, making it 3rd and 9 with 1:59 left, ball marked at the 20.
I'll tell you what, the third downs are going to make the difference, obviously. If you can convert and keep the ball clock running, that's going to be a big factor here in the second half as we have 1:50 left in the third quarter. This is when you have to play defense.
Quick drop, Fagnano, pass complete. Breaking a tackle is Mazzanti, and Mazzanti will get out to the 35 for a millionaire. Harry's, you pull it first down.
You have 4 wides. They have easy access off the line of scrimmage. Look at Mazzanti. He's following Nasir Jones on that route. You have to have somebody defensively closer to the line of scrimmage.
Pitch to Potts, loses the football. Did the Cougars recover? They did.
I'll tell you what made the play. Somebody had the quarterback. Somebody had Potts. Watch this. Here you go. Right there. And look at this.
Solomon had the quarterback. Fisher had Potts. Will caught the football.
That's it. And that speed option, which is the quarterback and the back coming down the line, you have to have assignments. Great job defensively by the Cougars.
So after the recovery, the ball will be marked at the Williamsport 37, 1st and 10. Cougars, with all these points, Joe, looking for their first lead of the night. With the game tied at 42, starting millionaire territory. Horton will start the drive. Horton bouncing to the outside. Horton may go! Touchdown, Cougars! Horton's 5th rushing touchdown is good for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Cougar touchdown. They lead for the first time tonight. And on the near sideline, an injured millionaire that they're stretching out, as this may be a battle of attrition with this weather condition, the way this game is being played, and cramps starting to come into play for both sides.
Yeah, since we have a break here, maybe we can look at this. Horton, again, once he gets to the second level, and he's done that obviously along with Potts quite a bit.
Joe, 21 carries for Horton, 224 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns. That gives him 12 rushing touchdowns on the season. Here's the S.J. Kowalski replay.
Here you see, Hetherington does a nice job turning out. They lead up with the fullback. Norton just gets outside of the defense. It's all over. And I'll tell you something else, defensively, Williamsport, the last 2 weeks, they gave up huge numbers to Berwick last week with the running back, and Horton tonight, big numbers from his running back position.
You saw him make a dive to try to catch Horton before the end zone. That was Brock Moyer. He was the injured millionaire that was stretched out. He walked off the field, heading over to the Williamsport sideline. But with 1:17 left in the third quarter, the Cougars grabbed their first lead of the night. Garcia for the point after. Kick is up. Good. 1:17 left in the third. What a night for Coordinated Health to bring you this Cougar 49-42 lead.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Need auto parts? You need Harry's You Pull It, the area's premier self-service auto parts salvage yard. You bring your tools, browse the lot, take what you want. It's all for sale. Thousands of vehicles, 3 convenient locations in Hazleton, Allentown, and Pennsburg. Need to junk your car? You get paid more at Harry's than anywhere else. Lowest prices, largest selection, everything you need. Harry's You Pull It. Call or visit WeGotUsed.com.
On the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard, I think we're running out of adjectives for this game. Hazleton area has come all the way back to take a 49-42 lead. Their first lead of the ball game here in the third. Will Garcia, as both of these kickers wearing number 14 have done so often tonight. Guess what? It's another Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Hazleton Horton for the Cougars, 37-yard run. Garcia kick, good one play, 37 yards, good blocking up front from the Cougars, all off of Wolk's fumble recovery.
Not to understate Damon Horton, Joe, 12 rushing touchdowns in 3 3/4 games to this season for Hazleton area. Garcia again with a short squibbing kick, but whistle stopped the play on the far sideline. See what Chuck Supon's got. And it looks like it's going to be offsides against the kicking team, which will move the Cougars back to the 35.
Marty, you know what they used to say in arena football? Who's going to win? The team that makes a stop will win the game.
But it had to drive you crazy, because I think there were times that some teams would gladly give up a touchdown to get the ball back.
Get the ball back. Who plays the best defense in the next 13 minutes will win this game. For all those points scored, that's what's going to happen.
Freeman takes it at the 36. Bringing it back to the middle, and Freeman is going to be tackled out near midfield by Johnson. So the Millionaires down 7 for the first time tonight, start at midfield. And it's been the Cougars defensively, Joe. Back-to-back turnovers. They went from down 7 to up 7 with 1:10 left here in the third.
2 fumble recoveries have allowed them to take the 7-point lead.
Potts straight up the middle. Cuts it back, Potts in open field. Potts still on his feet, and Wolk will finally bring him down at the 27, a gain of 23 for Trayson Potts and a Harry's You Pull It first down. Joe Potts now 22 carries, 189 yards. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns. And he's got it again. He's over 200. He's got another. 2 Italian guys, pizzeria, touchdown. The Millionaires are within 1.
Well, if you look at the handoff, and I hate to sound repetitive, but he's downhill right now and runs through probably 6 or 7 players trying to bring him down.
Hillman for the tie. Kick is up, and it is good. 47 seconds remain in a tied third quarter at 49. The game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
If you drive a Ford or a Chevy or have ever owned a Dodge, stop in and check out the all-new 19 Ram. The new incentives are insane. How about a lease payment of $139 a month on a new 4x4 quad cab Ram? Or how about discounts up to $11,000? Jeep Cherokee's up 48% over 2017. Jeep Wranglers up 61%. And I've got 20 of them, every color imaginable. The selection has never been better. The rebates have never been higher. Blaze Alexander is taking the deals the other guys won't. Alexander Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Susquehanna Boulevard, Route 93.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
This is the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 4 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. It is not an error. We're in the third quarter. 47 seconds left, game tied at 49. And I've said this a lot tonight, Hillman for Williamsport for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. And this is an onside kick, and it looks like Freeman got it. Millionaires recover.
Completely caught the Cougar front unaware.
We talked about Grice as a freshman. Freeman starts in the defensive backfield as a freshman for Williamsport. Joe, another long time consuming drive on that last scoring.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Potts 27-yard run, 2 plays, 50 yards. And now they have the ball at the Cougar 47, 48-yard line.
Horton has 224 yards rushing. Potts has 216. Potts looking to add to it. Cougars bring him down for a loss. Fisher and Solomon on the play.
I'll tell you what, Fisher came off the corner, Matt Fisher, and wrapped him up. There you have it, 2nd and 11.
Potts squats down to try to get a breather. They do not have to run another play here in the third. Fagnano checks with his team. They're going to go talk to Coach Cruz, catch their breath. We're going to do the same as the clock ticks down to 0. Through 3 quarters of play here at Harmon Guy Stadium. Williamsport 49, Hazleton area 49. Fourth quarter action up next in this game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
You're here at the Residence Inn by Marriott at the entrance to the Humboldt Industrial Park. And this hotel, Carla, got a brand new look, and it's really not that old.
Right, we're actually just celebrating our 10-year anniversary, and we now have a brand new lobby, and all of our suites are fully renovated.
And this is really a hotel that's home away from home with an upscale atmosphere.
Absolutely, we offer, and we're very proud to have amenities that some of the other properties locally don't have, including a separate pool house, a sport court for volleyball, racquetball, or basketball, and also a beautiful outdoor fire pit area.
And of course, if somebody's interested in this, how can they get on to get a a room?
That's my favorite question. So you can visit us at www.marriott.com, search Hazleton and then Residence Inn, or you can call us at 570-455-9555, and we'd be happy to make your reservation today.
And that's here at the Residence Inn by Marriott at the entrance to the Humboldt Industrial Park.
This is the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. Week number 4, start of the 4th quarter. Fagnano on 2nd and long, looking for the screen. He's got it to Simmons. Simmons bounced back by Fisher, and he is going to be brought down for a short gain of about a yard.
Marty, we have about 900 plus yards of offense. Hazleton area rushing 223, passing 245. Williamsport rushing 285, passing 186.
And for those not doing quick math, Williamsport has outgained Hazleton area by 3 yards. 471 to 468. That's through 3 quarters. 3rd down and long coming up for the Millionaires. Another flag thrown from the near sideline.
I'm thinking it's offense because the flag was thrown back, and it is.
So the Millionaires go back 5. 3rd down and 16. They have to get to the Cougar 38.
3rd down, Marty. Let's see if they can convert it. But again, they're thinking offensively is most of the field's 4-down area. So let's see what happens with Fagnano.
Throws to Potts over the middle. Flag is thrown. Woke trying to get him. Potts in open field, spins away from one, and he is going to be brought down inside the 40 near the 35. But there is a flag down at the 46 of Williamsport. Bill Downey to check with Chuck Supon. Ineligible man downfield called against the Millionaires.
Well, you know what? He caught the ball downfield beyond the line of scrimmage. Linemen cannot be more than a yard or 2 downfield, and they were. So the call was a
So they'll march back 5 more yards. 3rd down and 21 from the Millionaire 41.
My thought is the lineman thought Potts was going to be behind the line of scrimmage on the catch, sort of like a screen.
Blaze McClements in the backfield with Fagnano. Potts not on the field. Fisher on the blitz. Gets Fagnano from behind and sacks him all the way back at the 35.
I tell you what, Fisher comes with an outside linebacker blitz. Nobody picks him up. Ran right by the remaining back. So this may be a punt situation, but remember who the punter is.
But it's back to the 35. We're talking 4th and 27. I would think Fagnano's on for a BLB Auto Sales punt. Hunsinger back deep for the Cougars in this 49-all tie. Approaching 2 minutes gone here in the 4th on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Fagnano thought about throwing, got off a squibbing kick, and Hazleton area will get a big break on special teams.
Looked like he wanted to throw it, then said, okay, I'm going to kick it, nothing there. But as he did so, a little bit of pressure, and he couldn't really get a foot on the ball. Looks like he hit it on the bottom of his foot. Hazleton ball.
Looked like Seth Hunsinger came away with the football for the Cougars. Game tied at 49, 9:56 left in the 4th. Cougars have it at the 24 of Williamsport. Pete Kesselika, State Farm Agency for Home, Life, Auto, and Business Insurance. Stop by our new location at 16 North Laurel Street in Hazleton or call 570-459-9000 for Pete Kesselika. State Farm Insurance. Cougars looking to regain the lead, tied at 49, 1st and 10. Horton up the middle. Horton in open field. Touchdown number 6 for Damon Horton is a 2. Italian guys. Pizzeria Cougar touchdown.
What's happening is defensively, Nobody making an effort, and Horton just runs right through the defense. Cougars 55 points, looking to go up by 7.
Jim Burns points out the Cougars' last 3 offensive plays have all gone for touchdowns. 2 by Horton, 1 by Wolk. Garcia's kick after is up. It is good. 9:50 left in the 4th. Cougars back in front, 56-49. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. World-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
BLB Auto Sales is a division of Barbush Automotive. One call does it all. Looking for a good pre-owned car or truck? BLB Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, inspected vehicles. If you need repairs on your vehicle, then Barbush Automotive can handle any job at affordable prices. Located at 1299 State Route 940, Hazel Township, one call does it all. 570-454-7571.
Joe, Coach Petrone, principal at Hazleton Area High School, was up here before. Didn't get a chance to ask him if it's in the budget for more of those red mini footballs that the cheerleaders have been throwing in the stands, as the Cougars have put 56 on the board. Garcia getting set for a Barbush Automotive kickoff. Short kick taken by Moyer at the 29. Moyer eludes one tackler as he dives across the 35 to the 37, a return of 8.
Last Hazleton area touchdown. Horton, 24-yard run after the missed kick by Fagnano. Garcia kicked good. One play, 24 yards, 6 seconds. Cougars up by 7.
And we were talking about it during the break. For everything we've talked about offensively, all these offensive numbers, could it be what we talked about at the very top, special teams, that could decide this football game?
Special teams, defensive effort.
Potts hitting the backfield. He'll be dropped for a loss. Coming through for the Cougars, Richie Santos, Michael Fuchik.
Fuchik and Santos up the field, both hanging on.
The S.J. Kowalski replay.
There you see it. Potts never has a chance.
2nd and 11. Fagnano rolling right. Throws. Complete. Moyer the catch. Where are they giving him forward progress? Give him a gain of about 10, which will bring up about a 3rd and 1.
Sparky Wolk quickly closing on the pass. Fagnano with a nice throw.
3rd and 1 from the 47. Potts, he's got the first down and more. Potts will be brought down by Bugda inside the 40 to the 39. Good for a Harry's You Pull It Millionaire first down.
Downhill too quickly. Before you know it, after a second or two, he's in the secondary.
Pistol look again for the Millionaires. Fagnano, play action, throws, complete to Ritter. Fisher read it nicely, brought him down for a gain of 1.
Matt Fisher, great job defensively, sure tackle. Fagnano handling that ball well, gets away from a little bit of pressure.
Fagnano now goes left, throws complete to Simmons. And Simmons will be brought down by Smith and Reed, but not before it looks like he's got another Harry's You Pull It first down.
You have to make a move on the ball if you're in the secondary. Fagnano with the throw. Nobody making a move. You can't sit and wait for the receiver. Have to get to him.
Wind the clock. Approaching 8 minutes remaining on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Potts trying to bounce to the outside. He's got a first down and more. And Potts will be pushed out of bounds inside the 20 for another Harry's You Pull It Millionaire first down. The way we're going here, Joe, that the highlight portion of Sports Talk with Coach Brennan may take up the full half hour coming starting Wednesday at 7.
I think you're right.
Fagnano out of the gun. They're in the Grand Central red zone, 1st and 10. And the Cougars look like they jumped off sides. It'll bring up a 1st and 5.
Combination of anxious to get up the field, a little bit tired. You know, the other thing, conditioning is going to play a big part here in the last 7 minutes.
Hand off to Potts. He's going to be brought down after a short gain of about a yard. For those of you tuning in at the 10 o'clock hour, we are live from Harmon Geist Stadium in a high school football game that we're having a tough time describing. 7.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Hazleton area 4 times tonight. We're down by 14 points. They have battled back to take a 56-49 lead. Fagnano on a couple of play actions. He's going to keep it. And Solomon and Reed bring him down. Very close to the first down, but he appears to be short. And it'll bring up 3rd and short.
I think we're going to look at a 3rd and 1. Fagnano again doing what he does best, trying to extend the play. Was able to get up the field.
That was the S.J. Kowalski replay, 3rd and short. Fagnano has Potts to his right. Now he brings him over to go into a pistol look. Fagnano looks to run the option. Pitch to Potts. Potts eludes a couple of tacklers. He's into the end zone for a 2 Italian guys pizzeria. Millionaire touchdown. They're within a point. 4th rushing touchdown of the night for Potts. He's also returned a kickoff. Horton for Hazleton area has scored 6 times. Some confusion as Fagnano looks over to the sideline, and they may be a guy short. And a player will run on late. Plenty of time on the play clock. Fagnano gets the hold down. Hillman's kick is up. And with 6:37 left in the fourth, this game is tied again, this time at 56. Brought to you by Coordinated Health.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hi, I'm Lonnie from The Wire Guys. We're proud to offer homeowners licensed electricians for jobs big and small.
And I'm Zach. Before we start the work, we give you a price in writing. The Wire Guys are available 365 days a year, 24/7. Our work is done right the first time.
Professional, courteous, licensed electricians. Our guaranteed work is safe, clean, and done right the first time.
The Wire Guys. This is the Lehigh Valley Health Network game of the week, week number 4. We won't forget about this one for a long time. The Millionaires, down 7, have come back to tie it at 56 with 6:37 left in the ball game. Hillman on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Potts had a 5-yard run. Hillman with the kick, 8 plays, 62 yards. Potts 3 rushes, 33 yards. Fagnano 3 for 3, 21 yards. We're tied at 56.
Short kick, fair catch called for by Molesky. We'll have Hazleton area start at their 32. High school football on WYLN is brought to you by Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the famous Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog, now celebrating 79 years at the same location. Jimmy's Quick Lunch, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton.
Cougars start at their own 33-yard line.
Horton will get the carry. Bouncing to the outside, lowers his shoulder. Forward progress will give him a gain of 6 to the 39.
Clock running, 6:22. Picks up good yardage, first down, of course, with his stats tonight. Just piling on because he must be at
254 yards on 23 carries.
254. Some guys, that's a season.
6 rushing touchdowns on the night for Damon Horton. Whoa, quick drop. Looking, he's gonna run. He's got a first down and more. Sparky Wolk out across midfield into Millionaire territory. He picks up a Harry's You Pull It. Cougar first down, 5:45 left in the ball game.
He had Schneider in the flat pretty much open, brought it down, didn't want to make that throw, and picks up the first down on his own.
Coordinated health, delivering a better coordinated patient experience together, one patient at a time. First and 10, Cougars from the Millionaire 49, game tied at 56, 5.5 minutes and counting left on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Horton up the middle is going to be hit by Robinson and brought down after a gain of 3.
Robinson with a nice tackle on Horton. That may be, and here you're going to take a look at it. Horton is able to move back and forth and finally gain a yard or two, but Robinson with a solid tackle, one of the few we've seen tonight.
And for how quickly both teams have scored tonight, you get the feeling Coach Brennan really wants to take some time off this clock. If you ever had a time-consuming drive, I think this is one that he would hope to get here. Horton up the middle. Spinning his way. Looks like they'll mark him at about the 41 for a gain of about 5. It'll bring up a third down and about 2.
Both teams with a full complement of 3 timeouts.
You get to see it in the yellow marks on the bottom of the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Coach pointing it out for you fans at home. 3rd and 2. On a night that the Berwick Bulldogs remain undefeated at 4-0, one of these teams do not want to drop to 1-3. Both teams playing very hard with a lot of urgency, wanting to get to 500. Quarterback draw by Wolk. And it looks like forward progress. Gives him the Harry's You Pull It. Cougar first down. Clock stops at 3:51 to move the chains. And Sparky Wolk will take the slow trot over to Coach Brennan for the next play call.
Both game clock and play clock on the move. And as you said, Marty, I think Coach Brennan would like to use all but about 10 seconds and score.
Horton. He just keeps those legs moving up the middle. Got pushed back, but forward progress. Looks like they're going to give him about the 37. gain of about 2.
At this point, too, you're tired. Fatigue becomes a factor. Turnovers are a big concern. Don't drop the ball. Don't fumble the ball.
And what's been big tonight for Hazleton area, if they get Williamsport to think run, they've been very effective play action tonight as well.
Exactly right. One of the things, it's second down here, but again, it's 4 down territory. You're under 3 minutes, tied score.
Horton to the right side. Robinson met him. He spun away from him and got inside the 35 to the 33. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 4.
Robinson doing a nice job getting there. 5'11", 175-pound senior from Anthony Robinson from that linebacker position. Here you see it. You'll see Robinson right there.
Play clock is at 0. May have had a official equipment timeout. Smith had some issues with his footwear. Now the clock's wind. Sparky Wolk has the play clock directly in front of him. He's taking time off the clock, under 2 minutes left in this tie game. 3rd and 4. Handoff to Horton. Horton trying to bounce to the outside. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 25. Horton will be knocked out of bounds by Robinson near the 10. Not before he picks up another. Harry's, you pull it. Cougar 1st down.
Now you have the 1st down. Now, let's not forget, as he bounces this outside right there, Horton with the big run there, he's able to get up the field. Now, you have Garcia. Also, I know you want to score here, but if you can use most of the clock.
Cougars in the Grand Central red zone, 1st and 10 at the Millionaire 11. Again out of the eye. Handoff to Horton. Horton pulling his way inside the 10 to about the 6. And Williamsport takes their 1st timeout. We'll keep it here with 1:36 remaining in this 56-all tie.
If you're running the ball inside right now, offensively, you better hang on, because defensively, they're being told, get after the ball. Try to pull it out, whatever you have to do. Try to force that turnover.
And what a big play it was, that last Horton run before the 1st down run. Knocked out of bounds at the 11. I say a big play because Hazleton area can get a 1st down without scoring.
Exactly.
You get Williamsport to use up all their timeouts and get that 1st down at the 1. You're really in a very advantageous position.
Exactly right, Marty.
Coach, after all these years, I finally picked up something from you.
No, and you're right. The more clock you use, the less time they have the ball. It's as simple as that.
Looks like we'll officially mark it at the 7. Call it 2nd and 6. Williamsport down to 2 timeouts remaining and 1:36 left on the clock. Cougars again in a very familiar formation. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. They're going to go out of the eye. Solomon, the fullback, in front of Horton. Horton gets the carry. Eludes 1. Horton in the end zone. Touchdown number 7 for Damon Horton is a 2 Italian guys pizzeria touchdown that has the Cougars back in front. Garcia on for a big point after to make it a 7-point game. Wolk the hold. Kick is up. and it is good. 1:31 left in the fourth. Cougars back in front, 63-56. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
After partnering with the manufacturer to become Pennsylvania's volume dealer, we have been awarded the distribution point for Northeast Pennsylvania. It means additional discounts and rebates not available at other dealerships. How about 14% off any 2018 Terrain? Or up to 10% off on all Yukon? Or how about a 2018 Sierra Crew Cab with total value of $11,050? How about 18% off on Buick Encore and savings of over $4,000 on 18 Buick Envision? Blaze Alexander Cadillac Buick GMC of Greater Hazleton. We take the deals the other guys won't.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Get a look at Damon Horton's 7th rushing touchdown of the night. And that has the Cougars in front by 7. Brings on Will Garcia again for the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Hazleton area, Horton 7-yard run, Garcia kick. They're up 63-56. 10 plays, they used 5:06, so they accomplished what they wanted. Horton 8 rushes, 53 yards.
Moyer took it at the 38, brought down after a return of 8 to the 46. Millionaires, 2 timeouts remaining in 1:27 on the clock, down 7. Loser of this game falls to 1-3. Losers of 3 in a row. The winner gets a big head-to-head matchup victory in the 6A sub-regional, hoping for a chance to play at home come November in the 6A sub-regional playoffs. But still a big 1:27 left. Fagnano out of the gun, Potts to his right. Fagnano looks right, looking for Simmons, complete. Simmons has a first down and more, still on his feet. Simmons down the sideline, inside the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Williamsport. A 2 Italian guys, pizzeria. Touchdown from Fagnano to Simmons. They're within 1.
Talked about people that have been, as we have, a timeout.
And that tells me, Joe, if Coach Cruz is going to take the timeout here, they're going for 2.
I would think that it's crossed his mind. You have 116 defensively. You're spent. Horton's running up and down the field. Let's go for 2, give them the ball with 116, see what they can do. But, you know, Hazleton area, big play. By the way, Fagnano, nice throw. Simmons, great catch. And again, we talk about Potts, Fagnano, Horton.
Fast, consistent internet speeds. TV your way, and reliable phone service, all from the one provider who also lives here. Service Electric Cablevision. Connect with us.
Three receivers to the top. Ritter, the 6'4" tight end to the bottom of your screen against Schneider. Potts to the right of Fagnano. Fagnano rolls right. He's going to run it, and he is in for 2. The Millionaires are back in front. 64-63. We'll keep it here with 1:16 remaining.
They ran trips right. Fagnano came out to the right. No pressure up the field, so it gave him a lot of room to run the ball.
Coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select and Arc Electric, the Wire Guys, player of the game. But we're going to have to wait to the very final horn as this gets decided to determine the player of the game. What a ball game. Many candidates to choose from on both sides. Potts really had control of this game, but every so often Fagnano says, I'm part of this football game as well. The touchdown and then the run for two. Here's the touchdown that brought them within one.
There you see the throw to Simmons. He just runs through two defenders. Runs through two defenders to the end zone.
261 yards passing for Fagnano. 2 touchdowns. The go-ahead run for 2.
Here you see it. No pressure here. No pressure. No pressure. He's able to take off late.
And he had the option to pass. Bryce Reed took the assignment of guarding Potts, and that left it open for Fagnano. Well-designed play by Coach Cruz and his staff.
Well, I think there are a couple of things. You have Potts, you have Fagnano, you had the trips.
And we've got a Barbush Automotive kickoff with Hillman. Molesky will call for the fair catch at the 32. So a second goes off the clock. See, they're officially going to mark it at the 34. Minute 15 remaining. There's still the possibility of Will Garcia.
That's exactly right. Get within his range.
3 Cougar timeouts remaining as well.
Make them stop you. Don't stop yourself. That's a thought.
We mentioned 261 yards passing for Fagnano. Wolk is going to have to do it with his arm. 245 yards passing and a touchdown pass to Smith. They're going to go out of the eye. They're going to give it to Horton. Horton trying to bounce to the outside, but the Millionaires play it well and drop him for a loss.
That's because he had the bubble way back to try to get outside. Williamsport.
Clock goes under a minute running. Wolk hustles his team to the huddle. Clock continuing to run. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Horton is in the slot. Wolk looking for Hunsinger. He got him across the middle. Loses the football. And I believe Williamsport's recovered. And they have. Cougars had the first down and the ball was stripped away. Simmons on the recovery.
Here you see the throw.
He stripped it and he recovered it, then Marcus Simmons.
I'll tell you what, that's exactly what I was talking about. Going after the ball, ripping it out.
And it is amazing, you know, you seem like a player is frustrated, gone through such a long night. How about the final couple of plays for Marcus Simmons, offensively and defensively, to what looks like will be a Millionaire victory?
Makes the score off a pass from Fagnano. He ran through 2 defenders, really, for that touchdown. Then he comes up with a big play after the catch.
Millionaires take their last timeout. They were in danger of a delay of game. So they'll take the timeout with 33.8 seconds remaining. Hazleton area still has 3 timeouts remaining.
Well, again, you jump on one as soon as this play is over. The next play, unless they gain a big yardage, you got to jump on another one. You can stop the clock. Or you can force the fumble.
Coach, we've been together a long time. I can't remember a football game like this.
Well, I mean, you're looking at 120, if I'm adding correctly, 127 points scored.
Fagnano is going to keep it. He's got open real estate, and he slides down inside the 25 for a big Harry's You Pull It first down. What a play by the senior quarterback. And the Cougars take their first timeout with 27.4 seconds remaining, but it changes the scenario now.
Oh, the big time it changed. The other thing is, makes the fake. Somebody has to be accountable for the quarterback off that. I mean, I know he's a good quarterback, makes a nice fake, but backside, away from the fake, somebody has to be accountable. He could go to his knee here, I think, now with only 2 timeouts left.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what's going to happen.
And a hush has come over this crowd at Harmon Guy Stadium as Fagnano will take the knee. Coach Brennan takes his second timeout. And as it looks like the Cougars will lose their 3rd in a row, a long road trip coming up next Friday at Wyln Paupack. Once again, another regroup week, it looks like, for Coach Brennan and his staff.
I think one of the things is people will say, well, why are you calling timeout? You have to make them handle the ball as much as I mean.
There's no reason to take timeouts home with you.
Exactly right. Plus, they have to handle it. Who knows? Ball could pop up and anything could happen, especially in this ball game.
You're talking maybe miracle at the Meadowlands.
Why not?
Herman Edwards.
Why not? Herm Edwards at Arizona State. He's winning. He beat Michigan State.
Yes, he did. 2-0, and he's going to San Diego this weekend.
The Hermster.
You play to win the game. Correct?
You're correct.
Fagnano takes another knee, and then the final timeout taken by Hazleton area. 22.2 seconds remain. All that's left is one more kneel down from the Millionaires. And the toughest thing, I think, and especially offensively, is when you look up at that scoreboard, Joe, you put up 63 points and you're going to come up short.
There's no doubt about it. And I'll tell you what, both the coaches offensively will say, oh, good game. That's not where I'm concentrating when I'm looking at the film. That's when I go to practice on Monday, that's not where I'm concentrating. I mean, I've seen enough arm tackles tonight to last me for the next 2 years. Now, we had some great, don't get me wrong, great running backs.
Which goes to show that you can't bring them down with just an arm tackle.
Exactly.
Fagnano, under center, takes one more knee. The clock will wind down. Williamsport, a big win on the road. Get a late touchdown by Simmons, go for 2. And then Simmons, the turnover with under a minute remaining, has Williamsport at 2-2. The Cougars, in heartbreaking fashion, lose their 3rd in a row and drop to 1-3. Cougars will go on the road to Wyln Paupack. Williamsport back on the road for the Lehigh Valley Health Network game of the week number 5, next Friday night as they head to Mountaintop to take on the Crestwood Comets. We'll be on the air next Friday night at 7 o'clock here on WYLN as the Millionaires head to Mountaintop. Looks like Mike Sosar is trying to get Coach Cruz, and it looks like he is ready. Mike, I don't know if you know it can be said, but we throw it down to you and winning head coach Charlie Cruz.
Coach Cruz, big 1-point win on a 2-point conversion. Fagnano over 261 yards passing, 2 TDs, scores on the 2-point conversion. What can you say?
Scared money don't make no money. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, we wasn't in Hazleton. We was in Mohegan Sun right there in that play. Rolled the dice and we hit our number, and we got out of here with a 1-point victory. What I would like to say, though, was that what you viewers at home got to see, you got to see 23-3 put on a show for you. So whatever you paid, you got your money's worth. Those two young men played one heck of a football game. I wish I had them all on my team, or both. I got one. I wasn't greedy. I want them both.
Coach, 2-2. We move on to Crestwood next week. We got you again, just north there.
Oh, yeah? Listen, why don't you come on out to Williamsport? That's too close to Hazleton. Take that drive. I know some people. I can get you something good to eat.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Hey, thank you, guys.
Back upstairs, fellas.
Just when I thought I heard it all, I never thought I'd get a Mohegan Sun reference and rolling the dice, but that's what the Millionaires did. And when you got a senior quarterback like Fagnano and a great back like Potts, you can do it, because that was a well-designed two-point play.
Yeah, it was a good. It gave Fagnano the option, which you want to do. He's the guy that runs the offense.
A lot of offense tonight. We're ready for our Arc Electric, the Wire Guys player of the game, and we had a lot of choices, but we went with Treson Potts. Joe, 27 carries, 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 receptions, 31 yards, and he had a kickoff return for 76 yards and a touchdown. A big reason, and Coach Cruz mentioned it, this is the guy he's got on his team, and he put on a show tonight.
The guy from the other team didn't do bad either. Damon Horton with a lot of yards.
As Treson Potts, our Arc Electric, the Wire Guys player of the game. We want to quickly, before we sign off, we was on the air for a long time. Fagnano, 17 of 28, 261 yards, 2 touchdowns. Joe, in the second half, he was 10 of 11 for 172 yards in those 2 touchdowns. He ran it 18 times for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. In a losing effort, Sparky Wolk, 10 of 19, 257 yards, a couple touchdowns. 1 went to David Smith. He had 5 catches, 156 yards. Jacob Hunsinger had the other touchdown, 5 catches for 101 yards. And Damon Horton, 31 carries, 301 yards, and 7 touchdowns. I don't think Hunsinger had a touchdown tonight. Sparky actually ran for one, but 31 carries, 301 yards, and 7 touchdowns for Damon Horton. That's the number 23 that Coach Cruz was talking about.
Offensively, very impressed. Defensively, I'm working hard on Monday. And you know what? I'm starting with tackling practice.
And Coach DeMelfi has signed off. We want to thank our fine production crew. We've been on the air a long time. Thank you to everybody that stayed with us for over 3.5 hours of exciting high school football action. For our director, Barry J.S., stats by Jim Burns. For Mike Sosar, Joe DeMelfi, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, the final score in a game that we may not ever see again. Williamsport 64, Hazleton area 63. Join us next Friday night from Mountaintop for the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 5, as these Millionaires of Williamsport take on the Crestwood Comets. We'll be on the air next Friday night live at 7. This has been a WYLN Sports Special presentation. Good night from Hazleton.
Perna. And of course, we wish Kim and